And more during Southeast Steel's July 4th rebate days, where you can get exclusive rebates up to $600 only available at Southeast Steel, where you really do get the best deal.
Looking for more energy? Amino Energy by Optimum Nutrition is now available at 7-Eleven for only $2.49. Or now 2 for $4 through August 1st. From morning wake up to afternoon pick me up, Amino Energy serves up 0 grams of sugar and refreshing fruit flavors. Grab one today at 7-Eleven and get more from your day. There's more of you and you with Amino Energy.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season right now. Look for the Sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
Attention business owners, was your company impacted during COVID? If you had W-2 employees during 2020 and 2021, you may be entitled for up to $26,000 per employee through the Employee Retention Credit Program. This is not alone. The IRS paid back billions already. We've helped thousands of businesses just like yours, so let us help you. At ERC Business Solutions, we make it simple. We do it all for you, so you won't have to worry about the complex application process. There's absolutely no risk. If you don't get paid, we don't get paid. Most businesses do qualify, even those with no decline in revenues or those that already got PPP. Discover how much you can claim. There's no cost or obligation. Call now. 800-375-1175. That's 800-375-1175. Get up to $26,000 per employee. Call 800-375-1175. 800-375-1175.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. They have the perfect outdoor cooker for Dad this Father's Day. Whether it's a grill, a griddle, or even a pizza oven, Tools Ace is your place for the best brands. They have the largest selection of Big Green Egg grills and accessories in all of Central Florida, with all sizes in stock ready to go. Plus, they have the classic Weber gas and charcoal grills, as well as premium gas grills from Napoleon. Plus, Traeger pellet grills for that wood-fired flavor, as well as the new Traeger Flat Rock griddle. And of course, Tools has all the marinades and rubs you need to make your food delicious every single time. And how about this? Pizza ovens from Uni, Halo, and Gosney. As always, get free assembly and local delivery on any grill or outdoor cooker, $3.99 and up. Tools Ace Hardware has 12 convenient locations here in Central Florida, or you can shop online at acehardware.com for free in-store pickup or delivery. The best gifts for Dad this Father's Day are at Tools Ace, the grilling place.
If you're a pro painter, do you know how much you're paying per gallon for paint? Paint stores try to convince you that you're getting a good deal with deep discounts. But what they don't tell you is their starting price is too high to begin with. If you buy paint from the Home Depot, you're getting the lowest price per gallon on Behr paint, guaranteed. We offer everyday low prices on every gallon of top-rated Behr paints, stains, and primers. Plus, pros earn discounts through our Pro Extra Paint Rewards program. That's the value of the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only. See store for details.
It's Jeep 4x4 season. Now well-qualified returning FCA lessees get a low-mileage lease on select 2023 Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4 models in dealer stock for $409 a month for 39 months with $2,999 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. On tagged 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo models invoiced prior to 5/4/23 while dealer stock lasts. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease request for capital. Currently must end by 7/1/24. Extra charge for miles up to 32,500. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 7/5. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, Orlando.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan. For the people.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Real Radio. Real Radio. 104.1.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Thursday, June 29th, 2023. Lots to get to today, from Courtney was right to Madonna is in the hospital for some reason, and is your 4th of July flight gonna get canceled? Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Yo, yo.
Hello, C-Lane.
Hi.
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. You can also watch the show live on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Thursday?
I'm good.
I'm fine, too.
Yo, yo!
Yo, yo!
Just having a fun time. I'm in 4th of July weekend mode.
Oh, you should be. Yeah, we
trying
only
to
got,
convince Sean to take Friday and Wednesday off.
I know, it's so tempting.
Friday and Wednesday?
Yeah.
You want a
Let's do it.
6-day weekend?
We deserve it. We
She
deserve
went
it.
all the way for it. All the way for it.
Why not?
Yeah, we got a message yesterday. It's like, sales just beat this goal so you could take Friday off if you want.
And
I
then
go,
Sean immediately texts,
Well,
let's not.
I was like, look, Sabrina has taken off so many days.
Oh, please.
That she needs to bank at least one extra one here.
Yeah, I do. And guess what? August is going to be a whole nother round of that.
Oh,
for
really?
Beyonce.
Okay, warning here. The Beyonce week is on approach here.
That is correct.
That's why she keeps doing these little favors around the building.
Of course.
She's like, sure,
kidding?
sure, I'll do that if I can have a day off.
Sit in for the Jim Colbert Show? Don't
Have a day off.
mind
Let me
if
have a day
I
off.
do.
I mean, I feel like it's a smart move.
You're going to spend so much money that week. I can feel this. This is
Yeah,
gonna
no,
be...
I have to definitely kick it in high gear for the gigs after I get back.
Yeah, it's going to be a pricey
Or
Beyonce week.
OnlyFans.
I still have not done my pricey buy for concerts, which is coming up. I need to.
What are you going to do? What concert?
Buy Billy Joel
huh?
tickets.
Yeah, because he's going to one of the final Billy Joel concerts in New York.
Oh, buddy. In New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At, where's he playing? Madison Square Garden?
That's his residency.
Yeah.
And I reached out to our executive VP of digital at iHeart in New York, and
All right,
I was
good
like,
move.
I was like, hey, do we have any hookups at Madison Square Garden? He goes, we do, but not for Billy Joel.
Son of a bitch.
Super handy, that guy. All right, let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the
He's a
pulse.
nice guy.
Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to the world of baseball.
Yeah.
We know sports around here better than anybody else on the radio. We are numero uno in sports.
They got their baseball hats on.
Yeah.
Speaking of New York, the New York Yankees, their pitcher, Domingo Germán, just threw the first perfect game since 2012. Has not happened since 2012, I
Is
guess.
that considered a long time ago now?
That
God.
seems like a long time ago.
Sad.
I didn't know this, but there's only been 24 perfect games in MLB history.
No way.
That's wild.
Wasn't there a pitcher who got like super close, and in like the 9th inning, somebody got a hit on him, and it ruined his chances at a perfect game? I'm
sure.
I think it was between the last perfect game and now.
That's painful.
One of those perfect games was a guy that was on acid, I thought.
Yeah, it was today I learned, I think, about this dude who decided to take acid before the baseball game and then threw like a perfect game or a no-hitter or something like that. Perfect game is a no-hitter where nobody even gets on base, I think. That's where the pitcher just absolutely dominates the other team. Here goes Domingo Germán.
Stands in his way. Grounded to third.
Rounded.
Okay, how is that a perfect game? Oh, gotcha.
Holy cow, that is a rarity right there. And a hell of a game, 11-0. The Yankees beat the A's. I knew they were going to win. I put some money on that game.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I knew the
Why you lie?
stats matched up right. I was like, let me put a old triple-double on this thing.
That's from basketball.
Oh, yeah, I think it actually is. Damn it. Did a trifecta?
Yeah,
with...
I believe it was Ice Cube who effed around and got a triple-double.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, not in baseball. He's not a baseball player as far as I know. A quick update to a story we talked about yesterday where we said Costco is doing the big crackdown on non-members. C-Lane.
I am now a Costco member.
Oh, my God. Did you sign up yesterday?
Ashley signed up this morning. She's on her way to Costco right now.
Nice gal.
You know what?
Can you ever grab me bulk tampons, please?
Imagine how many of those signups they're getting. That's pretty wild. I saw today, I got to pull this up so I can get the exact numbers because I think, here it is right here. During the break, we were talking about on the show yesterday, the fact that maybe we even mentioned this on the air. It's like $60 a year for the Gold Star membership to Costco. And I checked, they do have Costco's in Dallas, so they know what we're talking about. That's a free household card, and there's all kinds of different stuff you can get with that. Then they have the executive membership for $120, and a lot of people are signing up for both those, just like C-Lane's
What does
household.
executive get you?
That gets you 2% reward on qualified Costco stuff. Additional benefits, pet insurance. You can get pet insurance with that.
Is there a vet at Costco?
Babe, get the pet insurance.
I didn't know it was a thing. And they said also benefits on the Costco travel products, which is always weird because when you go to Costco, they'll be selling like a trip to the Bahamas or vacation to Hawaii. They have those like little signs and stuff that are posted up. They get big into the travel world.
I never thought to buy anything travel related to Costco.
And I also didn't know this. $25, the minimum amount for Costco gift cards that'll give shoppers access a loophole to circumvent the membership. So if you have the gift card, you can walk in with the gift card and show them that, and you don't have to sign up for $60 if you're only going to go one time. The number that I was shocked by. How many card holders do you think there are for Costco? How many Costco members do you think there are?
Friggin' like 20 million?
20 million, says Sabrina.
That is
see,
high.
no Googling. I see you looking at your laptop over there.
36 million.
36 million, says C-Lane. 124 million members.
So more people go in that $60 route than the 120.
Yeah, 124 million cardholders. And that's across 69.1 million households. So multiple cards within a house counts for more. But that is a lot. 70 million Americans are Costco members? That's insane to even think about. All right, let's hear what's going on.
Makes it seem like this whole cracking down on card sharing is a little greedy, Costco.
Right, you already got like, a fourth, maybe a fifth. You got a fifth of American households. They want more. They want more than that right now. Well, they found
it's like Publix charging for straws.
When C-Lane said this during one of the breaks yesterday, I was like, holy cow, I didn't think that was going to happen. But they pulled up the wreckage from that Titan submersible around the Titanic.
Yeah,
wreckage.
I thought that was long gone.
Yeah, I thought there was no chance they were going to be able to bring that back.
How did they even get it?
Well, the submersible went down and like grabbed it and
got a big arm,
pulled it all the way back
With
up.
no humans inside, I imagine.
There's human remains inside.
No,
said.
the device that actually grabbed it, that was all robotic.
Yeah.
I didn't think
humans inside that. No.
Yeah.
No, remember the guy?
I wasn't making a joke. It was a serious question.
Remember the guy we were talking to who said like they could bring stuff down there and with no people driving, they could just pick things up and drag things around. I didn't know they could do that, but I guess they can. And they did say they found human remains on board, which I thought it would be more smushed than that. Honestly, I'm just being honest here.
They can say human remains and it's like
goo.
Yeah.
It's just like a little left over. Let's see what they said. Here we go.
Some breaking news that is coming into us in just the last couple of minutes here because we are hearing from the Coast Guard in an official statement saying they have recovered what they describe as human remains from that Titan mini-sub wreckage. Medical experts are set to conduct an analysis in the next few days.
DNA
We're
test.
getting the first look at some of the pieces from that catastrophic implosion.
There's more than I
Look
thought.
at this. You can see it here. Pieces of steel, chunks of metal, what looks like electrical wires being lifted off this ship at a Canadian Coast Guard pier up in St. John's. These pieces were found by an-
those of you not watching on the stream, like you see the crane picking up, and that seemed like a pretty solid ring.
Yeah, it was a big chunk.
Why didn't it make the whole thing out of
I don't know.
That ring material.
Again, go back to
Why
the
don't they
expert.
make the whole plane out of black box?
The expert we talked to.
What's that from?
Said they shouldn't make, what was the name of it? Combination materials
it's like what
compound.
IKEA does.
Compound materials or whatever he said
Something like
that
that.
they used. And he said they shouldn't have done that. But there was bigger chunks of this submersible that were pulled up than I expected. I really just thought it was going to be a little tiny ball or something.
Well, think about like blowing up a balloon too much.
Okay, I've
like
done
if you
that.
just keep blowing up and blowing and blowing and blowing. And
Blowing
then,
it so hard.
And then what's going to happen is the balloon is going to fail in one place.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to burst into multiple shreds like a glass window or something like that.
Sure.
It's just going to break in one place and pop and it'll be done. So this thing probably blew apart, but it's still significantly big chunks.
It was an implosion, not an explosion. So like it came inward as opposed to like going outward and blasting into pieces. I thought it was going to shrink down to just like a little chunk of whatever metal.
Like a tiny version of the submersible?
I thought it was to be a little tiny submersible down there, and then the people were not shrunk along with it. They were just,
This
human
is not
juice.
Honey, I Shrunk the Submersible.
I didn't know how it was all going to work, but they pulled that out. See you later. I've got some tricks for you. If you screwed up, and I have to ask you this question. Yesterday you told us it was way too hot outside for you.
It's way too hot right now.
It's smoking hot across the United States of
Sick
America.
of it.
And you said that you put some refrigerant in your AC because you were going full on mechanic mode.
Yes.
Did it work, or is it still crappy and broken?
I got so the first couple days of the week.
He's going to dance around this answer.
No, the first couple days of the week,
the first thing you should know is.
Do you want to hear the story or
Yes,
not?
we want to hear it. We're
Assholes.
having fun.
The first couple days of the week, I could not make it home in any sort of cool car because of the drive home is not long enough for my car to get cold.
Right.
Yesterday, 3/4 of the way.
Look at you go.
I still had to get around the corner pretty hot, but then it started getting cool. It worked.
Well, since it's so hot out there, I have some tips for people to cool your car off from our friends at Channel 6. And it says, number one, don't pre-cool. Your air conditioning works better when you're actually driving because the faster your engine turns, the faster the AC compressor runs. Don't waste time and gas by letting your car run before you go, which I would have thought that was a thing that made sense. Like start the car remotely, run the AC, but they're saying don't do that.
But what time are you wasting if you're ahead of time?
You're not wasting any time. You're wasting gas, though. You are wasting gas. But maybe they're thinking you're waiting longer before you get to the car. If the interior is really hot, crank up the fan when you start driving and open just the rear windows for 10 to 20 seconds. That forces all the hot air out of the cabin. Don't open the front windows. That only moves the heat out of the front and will leave it in the back of the cabin hot and stagnant. They also say go low. Set it to the lowest temperature, which, I don't know, that just kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
In your car, and most
No,
AC systems,
cool. I'm going to set it to like a 78.
Right in the middle. They said the air is cooled to 38 degrees. If you set the temp higher than that, you're actually forcing the system to reheat your air, which takes more work. They say don't recirculate. You want to bring in fresh air to make this cooler over time so it's not stale and hot. Turn off stop start, which I don't even know if I've ever used that before, but that's where your AC like stops and like regulates the temperatures or something like that.
Does the button say start stop?
I don't have one that says
not
that.
Familiar.
Yeah, that one I don't have, but
I think mine is like auto, and it
just retains that.
I don't think I've ever had my AC go, you know what, it's cold enough in here, we're going to turn it off now.
You know, Kurt over on YouTube says, F that, it's pre-cooling is fine. Your AC still works at stoplights, right? Yeah, that one I don't understand quite as much.
Yes, it still works at stoplights, but they're saying that it works more efficiently and it works better if you're moving.
Yeah, but then you got to muscle through that first part, which is no good.
And I have no problem wasting gas because I'm not overwhelmed with like the anxiety and anger that I have when I'm so sweaty and hot and in an oven as I'm leaving like your house in the afternoon.
Yeah, I got in the car yesterday and I looked down at the dash.
Man.
It said dash said 105
It was 107 the other day.
It's ridiculous.
I'm sick of it.
Be safe out there. Take care of yourself. And as we're speaking right now, Virgin Galactic is launching their first space tourism flight. 90-minute flight, 13 payloads on board, and some people hanging out in fake space for the time being.
This is their first round?
This is the first time.
Richard Branson went up a long time ago.
He did.
children of the world.
Maybe that was not like the tourists that were paying for it kind of thing. Maybe that's what they're differentiating here. Okay, when we come back, Courtney was right. I can't believe it. Not that she's not right.
I can.
That sounds...
Did you lose a bet?
No. Wait, she says that this is the thing, and I never believed her until today. She was right about this. What was she right about? That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Ice cream for your ears without the brain freeze. The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Couple of disabled vehicles on 429, both northbound, one at New Independence Parkway blocking the shoulder, and the other just before Schofield Road blocking the left lane. Still working that earlier crash in Kissimmee, US 192 west of Poinciana Boulevard, and also authorities still on the scene, 1792 at Pleasant Hill Road. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Healthcare.
HCA Florida Healthcare is here for everyone in your family at every stage of life, providing comprehensive, personalized care. Because healthier tomorrows are what we're all about. Learn more at hcafloridahealthcare.com.
Well, as we said, it is incredibly hot outside right now. It doesn't matter where you are. And if your AC is just not doing it for you, you need Mills Air. Leon Mills is an awesome guy, and he hires the best, absolute best technicians, the people that you don't mind having in your house, the people who are really, really helpful in explaining what's going on with your AC. But he also doesn't want you sweating in your house this summer, and we're just getting started. Make sure your AC is going to make it through the summer with a preventative maintenance plan from Mills Air, or get them out here right now to fix your AC if you are not cold in your house. You deserve that much. Their techs can service any brand out there, and Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer, which means they can get you up to $1,275 in rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Here's the phone number. It's 407-277-1159. Or if you forget that, and you probably will, remember this. Find them online at millsair.com.
Get your tickets now
at AXS.com
for our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Coming back to Las Vegas.
2 nights.
September 22nd and 23rd.
1 stage.
At T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
This is the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Buy your tickets for our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival now.
Before they sell out.
At AXS.com.
That's AXS.com.
Want to improve your marksmanship while saving ammo and saving money? Get better faster with the Mantis X Dry Fire Training System.
It's time to shoot tighter groups.
The Mantis X Dry Fire Training System.
Score 97, bang on the money.
The Mantis X is a smart sensor that fits any weapon with a rail or adapter, pairing to your smartphone or tablet. Analyzes your shooting and tells you how to improve.
Mantis.
94% of shooters improve after just 20 minutes.
X.
Go to MantisX.com.
MantisX.com.
Here's something you've never heard before.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-334-2266. That's 800-334-2266. 800-334-2266.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. The 4th of July is an important holiday for all Americans.
For some husbands, however, in troubled marriages, holidays are marked more by hardship than harmony. If you're such a guy and considering divorce, know all your options. We advise, we advocate, and when necessary, we litigate.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
The new Smokin' Triple Stack at Firehouse Subs is stacked high with honey ham, smoked turkey, and slow-smoked beef brisket. To top it off, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders. The Smokin' Triple Stack Sub. Get it for a limited time, only at Firehouse Subs. Participating U.S. locations. Firehouse of America, LLC, and Firehouse Subs suppliers together will donate 0.09% of purchases in 2023 at Firehouse Subs locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation for the purchase of life-saving equipment with a minimum donation of $1 million.
If you're suffering and there's a safe, natural, easy-to-use solution to help make you feel better, wouldn't you at least want to try it? That's why millions of people use Navage nasal care to help relieve their symptoms of sinus congestion, allergies, snoring, and other nasal-related problems. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Candace, a verified Navage user who writes, "This is the greatest invention ever made. I truly can't believe the difference and the relief it has made in my sinus problems. Thank you." Unquote. Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
If it's a day that ends in Y, you're probably stuck in Florida traffic. So turn that AC up one more notch, aim the vents toward your face, and think of a better place, like the cool, colorful produce section in your favorite grocery store. Why? Because that's where all the cool, colorful, fresh from Florida produce is. Produce just tastes better when it's grown closer to home. And when you buy fresh from Florida, you're supporting local farmers and jobs in our communities. So after you're done being stopped in traffic, pick up some fresh from Florida on your way home.
Welcome to The Good Stuff. I'm Jacob Schick, a third-generation combat Marine.
And I'm his co-host and wife, Ashley Schick. We believe everyone has a story to tell, not only about the peaks, but the valleys they've been through to get them to where they are today. We're joined by some amazing guests who share the lessons they've learned that shaped who they are and what they're doing to pay it forward and give back.
Listen to The Good Stuff on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcast.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. B-I-L-L-S. BILLS. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
This is going to change all of us forever. Just brace yourself. I'll get to this in a moment. First, tips at thenewsjunkie.com, and Nick emails. And Nick says, "Hey, Sean, I'm a former News Talk PD, 13 years in the business before a career change in 2021. And I just wanted to send you a quick note about one aspect of the show. Your teasing," he says. "One of my biggest challenges with hosts was teasing into breaks and why it's important. So many hosts say something along the lines of more on blank and your calls next on the blank show." He says, "You absolutely," and listen up, pay attention to this because he's dead on right here.
Oh,
he's just really, really accurately right.
This must be a compliment, huh?
"You absolutely crush your teases into breaks. Whether it's the old three-prong approach, tell two details and tease the third, or relating a story to why a listener should care, you really do a great job. I realize this was unsolicited, and who cares what a program director thinks, but I'm a huge talk fan, and you do it well. Enjoy the show and keep up the great work, says Nick. Well, Nick, thank you for realizing I'm the best there ever was.
Please,
Okay.
Nick.
And the best there ever
Nick,
will be.
Thanks a lot,
Thanks,
Nick.
but never do it again.
You
Just-
all
Remember the second sentence. Nick does not program direct anymore. It's worth pointing out.
You all should be thankful just to be able to enjoy what is created here on a daily basis.
Nick ruined the day.
Must not listen to the show that much because I can't. If we drank every time Sean teased something and then never got back to it, or teased something, and like Celine and I know well enough that when he'll tease something,
don't tell him about the empty tease.
he'll
No.
tease that makes no sense. He's like, "You're not going to believe what happened next." It's going to blow your mind. You're going to want to stick around for this one because
This one,
I've
right
never
here.
seen anything
This
like this.
Greatest story in the world.
And I can tell you right now, he's got nothing.
Maybe true, maybe not true.
Yeah, Nick
never reveal.
Nick left out any compliments on you paying off those teases.
I do pay off the teases, as
Also
I
left
will.
out compliments for Celine and myself. But
There's
okay.
no compliments needed there. He focused the energy where it should have been on me, the
Right.
greatest of the greatest.
All right.
Thank you so much. I'm like Muhammad Ali of radio.
Okay.
And I appreciate it. Now let's get to where I was really wrong.
Current day.
I'm sure if
Muhammad
there was
Ali?
a heavy 101, we would be you would be right at that last spot.
Current day Muhammad Ali, you're an asshole. Thank you for that. Really appreciate that. All right, Courtney was right. My girlfriend is going to, well, this is going to bother her and probably the rest of us. She's going to take this harder than me.
Does she have any idea you're doing this?
No, I've never
Okay.
talked to her about her. I mean, I've never talked to.
I've never talked to her about her.
Looks like Friday.
More me.
I haven't talked to her about this. I only talk about myself.
During the
That's
last
it.
commercial break, I was like, Courtney, I'm excited that you were right. And she goes, I have no idea what he's talking
You know,
about.
she's not even listening out there. She's like, he sucks at teases. Nick, totally wrong about this. So Courtney has long said that she's very scared of when she gets on like a people mover or an escalator. And she's always scared that at the end she's going to get sucked in. And she does this thing with like a bunny rabbit where she hops off at the end with both of her feet and then, you know, lands on the other side because she's scared. And I'm like, what are you doing? You're not going to get sucked into this thing. And I've been arguing that this is not something people should be scared of for quite some time. Now, I have seen stories where Crocs will get pulled into these escalators and people movers because just the way they're made, or flip-flops too, or they're made in a way that can get caught at the end of it and they'll pull the flip-flop in or the Croc in. But this, wow, this is something else. And she was definitely right about being a little worried here. This happened at the airport in Bangkok, and there was a woman who was going on the people mover, and here's what happened at the end. Take a look at this if you're watching. They said, in a freak
Oh
accident.
my God, is that her leg?
Yep. Yep.
Is she okay?
Well, her leg isn't. But the rest of her, she's alive. This is a 57-year-old Thai passenger.
That's good for 57.
She does. They said who was trying to go to her
I don't know how
flight.
she's seemingly so awake. I would have passed out from pain.
Yeah, she's got her hand over her nose and her mouth like this, almost like,
Yeah, because I think a mauled leg is kind of stinky.
oh, God, what do you think it just looks like cartoon pancake flat in there?
Yeah, meat grinder.
Well, I mean,
Oh, God.
here's my concern. If you think about the shape of the parts in a people mover or an escalator, one would have to assume that the leg looks like it's been through a paper shredder.
Yeah.
Like there's no
so-
putting that thing back together.
Look, there's these little like teeth
Yeah, the tongue.
that meet the stairs, and those teeth are right here too.
Ay,
And it pulled
ay.
her left leg directly into the system.
I love that also pictured is all the things not to do and get your leg trapped in. The
There is
disclaimer.
all the warnings are on the side. It's like don't wear socks, don't wear this. She had these slip-on shoes.
Don't wear socks.
It's like right here. It looks to say like maybe that's a pair of socks. I don't know. That's what I thought it was. They give you all the things not to do on it. It says in a freak accident, she tripped over her pink suitcase. Very important detail. Before her left leg was dragged into the mechanism at the end of the elevator, or the travelator, as they say here. Not elevator, a people mover is what I call them. Horrified passerby fumbled to turn off the emergency switch as the machine continued tearing through the limb's muscle, tendon, and bone, inch by inch by inch, it was pulling this lady's leg in.
I think you
Sabrina's
you
gone.
broke Sabrina. She just walked out.
She just said, "See ya!" Nope, I'm gone. I'm out of here.
She didn't even say anything.
She just walked out of the
got up and walked.
I don't have, but per my contract, I don't have to put up with this story, and I'm out of here. A medical team there eventually had to cut her left leg from above the knee and take her to the hospital. She survived. They could not reattach her leg, and yow. Oh, God. That is something else, man. It pulled her right into the thing. Here's another photo you can see where her leg is. Oh, God, that hurts just to look at that, man. For those of you who are just listening.
It doesn't really affect me or hurt me to look at because I can't see the leg.
Yeah?
Yeah, neither can she ever again.
No, I can see that the leg is sucked into the people mover thing. So that is enough for me.
One, something like flew into my eye, so I had to go run out. And Courtney is horrified.
She's just sitting on the couch shaking.
Horrified.
She was
I could see
right.
it on her face. And then two, if there's a silver lining, this lady is going to be first in the Southwest Airlines wheelchair line.
You got to get something good out of it. Woman sucked into people mover. I'm putting this on See It Now so everybody could take a look because it is a visual and it is wild to see.
Imagine all the people that bitch. They're like, what do you mean the escalator's not working? Wow.
Yeah, now
Little did they
you'll be
know.
happy about that. That is so difficult to look at. A lot of people are saying fake news. This is not real. There's no blood. It is real. Absolutely real. Absolutely true. Go over and see the visual for those of you listening over at thenewsjunkie.com in the See It Now section. There are a lot of people out there who like to get high. Many people who like to enjoy various types of recreational things, activities to make their mind go elsewhere. One man, well, he zooms above all the rest in the world of doing drugs, and he's been jailed for doing so.
Reefers.
He inhaled a blue balloon.
Okay, not reefers.
Well, he was probably high too. Oh, no, he was. He was high too.
Oh,
That's,
good,
yeah,
good,
the reefers works. Hang on.
Reefers.
So he was spotted inhaling a blue balloon while he was driving his vehicle.
Perfect.
He's doing whippets whilst driving.
Never do that.
Keaton Ormerod Beck, 25, was pulled over by the police, and they said, "What is in the back of your car? In the backseat of your car? There's all this stuff." And he goes,
That lady's leg. Right there. He's got it in the
minced.
That's the other
right in the
side of it?
hatchback.
That turns out to be the other side of the people mover. No, so they said, "What is in the backseat of your car?" And he said, don't worry about that." And they said, "Well, it looks like we've got some marijuana here. There's some cannabis resin and a lot of it, I guess, because they said it had a street value of $8,000 worth of cannabis resin." Is that dabs? Is that considered cannabis resin, or is dabs something different?
Dabs is concentrate.
So that is resin concentrate?
But resin, I mean, it now is different because you can go in and grab like a resin vape pen, and that is stronger. But then also, if you open your grinder and you scrape, all that stuff, people have called that resin in the past.
Yeah, we've used to say that about the stuff left in the Pyrex, like the stuff that would be in the bottom of the bowl.
When you say Pyrex, it dates you.
Pyrex pipe. That's what everybody called it.
No,
What Pass me the Pyrex.
Called
Nobody says Pyrex anymore?
Not one person. Pyrex, I would liken to putting some old pasta in.
Yeah, if I'm talking about Pyrex, I'm usually
no.
It's a bowl.
I think it's coming
dishes.
back again.
It is not.
Young pot smokers, hit me up with the dispatch. People still say Pyrex. Is that still a thing? People still say that? Tell me. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Record your dispatch right now. In this guy's car, remember, there's something in the back seat. I'll get to that in a second.
All right.
They found
the
that
tease, Nick. The tease.
Cannabis resin. They found 2 kilograms of cocaine.
All right.
All right. So he's going up and down. They found thousands of pounds of cash.
Thousands of pounds of cash? All singles?
Various drug paraphernalia.
All right.
And Mr. Keaton Ormerod Beck, 25 years old, also had some whippet canisters, nitrous oxide canisters in the back seat of his car. How many? 48.
Wow. That's
thousand.
Oh, what?
48,000 whippet containers empty in the back seat.
My God.
How is there room for anything else?
I don't know. 48,000 1,000 nitrous oxide canisters in the backseat of his car.
And he's just now getting caught.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Worth almost $70,000, they believe. So this guy's budget going all to whippets. A lot of money
Zero
spent
brain
there.
cells.
Good God, that is a frightening one. Don't do drugs, kids. It's very bad for you, and I don't want that to happen
All
to
you young weed smokers.
Some of
email me.
you are doing it, though. Steve on YouTube says, mixing coke and weed is actually a fun ride. That's bad advice. Don't put that out there.
Yeah, it reminds you you're alive as you think you're dying.
Shy Shoe over on Discord says, WTF is a Pyrex pipe. Oh, no. Carlos says, no, we don't use that word. Oh, no.
Haven't since
Starting to feel dated. Somebody come on my side, please. Go. Somebody tell me I'm right over at thenewsjunkie.com. Go there and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Back in just a moment with bad news for Christopher Dolores Lane.
Oh, no.
Oh, fun.
This is not going to be great for you and your day, but there may be a bright side to it. We shall see. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Help us help you fight the bot wars on your feed.
Surrender peacefully. Resistance is futile.
Find us and like us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
Hey everybody, Jamie King with you now, Fox 35 Storm Center. Want to update you on this Thursday as we approach midday here in Central Florida. Weather details for the rest of the day, mostly sunny, hot weather, 95 degrees, your high for the inland areas, a little cooler at the beaches in the upper 80s. Rain chance by this afternoon and early evening at about 10%, mainly dry and hot today. Mostly clear, warm tonight, lows to 75. On our Friday, a rain chance 10%, hot highs at 94, and 95 Saturday at the rain chance at 20%. For Fox 35, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Make quick and easy family meals with the tastiest flavors of Florida. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo where you shop and find delicious, refreshing recipes for what's in season at followfreshfromflorida.com.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
Looking for more energy? Amino Energy by Optimum Nutrition is now available at 7-Eleven for only $2.49. Or now 2 for $4 through August 1st. From morning wake up to afternoon pick me up, Amino Energy serves up 0 grams of sugar and refreshing fruit flavors. Grab one today at 7-Eleven and get more from your day. There's more of you and you with Amino Energy.
I had a radio listener call me after an accident. The insurance company offered him $700. He hired me that day and we were covered $100,000. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Potential clients may not obtain same or similar results. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
This Friday and Saturday only at Old Navy, get 50% off all dresses. That's right, get 50% off all of summer's most stylish dresses. Hurry, it's this Friday and Saturday only at Old Navy. Valid 6/30 to 7/1. Excludes in-store clearance and active.
At Simply Safe, your safety is the only thing that matters. Introducing 24/7 lifeguard protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. They have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer's skills in these matters.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
Attention business owners. Was your company impacted during COVID? If you had W-2 employees during 2020 and 2021, you may be entitled for up to $26,000 per employee through the Employee Retention Credit Program. This is not alone. The IRS paid back billions already. We've helped thousands of businesses just like yours. So let us help you. At ERC Business Solutions, we make it simple. We do it all for you, so you won't have to worry about the complex application process. There's absolutely no risk. If you don't get paid, we don't get paid. Most businesses do qualify, even those with no decline in revenues or those that already got PPP. Discover how much you can claim. There's no cost or obligation. Call now. 800-375-1175. That's 800-375-1175. Get up to $26,000 per employee. Call 800-375-1175. 800-375-1175.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Now open in Daytona.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season and available in the produce section right now. Whoa, hey, careful now. There's plenty of juicy watermelon and other tasty Florida-grown produce for everyone. I mean, all you have to do is ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
Hear the latest news from the headlines on your phone. Download the free iHeartRadio app for exclusive live coverage of breaking news. From what's happening where you live to what's happening across the country. Live from the center of the story. Listen for free anywhere, anytime. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Mecum Auctions, the world's largest collector car auction company, returns to the Osceola Heritage Park July 6th to the 9th with 1,500 vehicles at auction. Register to bid and buy advanced discount tickets at Mecum.com. Your Mecum experience begins at Mecum.com.
Maybe for Sea-Lang. Although now that I'm watching you, and I just watched you do something moments ago, Sea-Lang.
Hey,
what was it? It was just after that. It was just right now as I was playing the rejoin. What did I just watch you do?
Take a sip of soda?
Taking a sip of soda. Yes, that's correct. Do you always drink Coca-Cola Classic? Because that's what you're drinking right now. What do you tend to drink?
No, I drink Coke Zero.
Coke Zero is what you drink. Now, I don't know if this affects Coke Zero or not. You'll have to tell me. Because when I saw this story, I was like, a lot of people affected by this. A lot of people might think twice.
I drink Coke Zero Sugar, and then a couple days a week, especially like in the later hours, I'll drink caffeine-free. Because
whoa, crazy guy.
My mom was a Diet Coke fanatic.
Same.
So many Diet Cokes
That's
in
what
the
we grew
fridge
up
at all
on.
times.
Always Diet Coke and skim milk.
Oh,
and
God.
I can't touch either of them now.
Yeah, that happens. It burns in your brain. But here's the bad news for those of you who are soda fans. An artificial sweetener added to thousands of fizzy drinks, chewing gums, and low-calorie foods is going to be officially declared a potential cancer risk, according
We've
to a
heard this before.
bombshell report. Aspartame is set to be listed as possibly carcinogenic to humans, according to the World Health Organization.
They've been saying this, though, and then it was discovered that, like, if you're drinking it just aspartame by the pint.
Yeah.
But the little bit that's in there is not doing anything.
I hate when they do that.
So why are they coming out with this again?
They said they looked into 1,300 studies, and they believe that there's a risk to humans. Also, cough drops, toothpaste, all that stuff has this aspartame in it. And they want to classify this as some sort of poison or whatever. But yeah, Sabrina is right. A lot of times they'll go, aspartame is potentially carcinogenic to humans. And then you look at the report and it goes, if humans drink 1 barrel of pure aspartame per day. To do that,
I probably can get that done in a year with the amount of Coke Zero.
They'd say you'd have to drink like 5,000 Coca-Colas a day, and you go like, you can't do this. So why are you saying in this quantity it's carcinogenic, which makes everybody think their soda is carcinogenic? They do that all the time. Does Coke Zero have aspartame in it?
It does.
It does. A lot of them do, I guess. And aspartame is just it's a sweetener, right?
Sugar alternative?
Yeah.
Chemical?
Is it like made in a laboratory or is it a naturally occurring thing? What the hell is aspartame?
I think it's a laboratory because then everyone got super excited about the raw sugar and the natural stevia that you got from that plant somewhere.
Yeah, the stevia was another big one. Well, I don't know if that's just a brand name for this stuff, but aspartame, which entered the markets in the 1980s. Dr. Pepper, Diet Coke, Fanta, extra chewing gum, Muller Light yogurts. Didn't know that was a thing. Toothpaste, dessert mixes.
Miller Light makes yogurt?
That would be something else. Sugar-free cough drops all contain this. Not a cop drop. That's a whole different thing.
I thought you said something else.
Oh, no, I definitely didn't say that, just for the record. Similar WHO-backed cancer warning slapped on red meat working overnight and using mobile phones have faced criticism for sparking needless alarm over hard-to-avoid substances or situations. Maybe this is just them not wanting you to enjoy your life, which happens from time to time. Hey, everybody freaked out this week. I'll tell you this before we go to your dispatches. That's where you chime in on the show.
Freak out.
Go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispatch right now. And President Biden made an appearance on Wednesday.
Come on, man.
And when he was out there doing his appearance, people said, "What is going on with Biden's face?" And they started freaking out because
That's just a really weird angle.
Yeah,
it is.
very good
it's
camera.
a strange angle, and you can see these strap marks along the side of his face here. It goes from his mouth all the way around the back. And people, oh my God.
So he was wearing a mask in the sun?
No,
What is this?
Him and Joe Biden doing some gag ball stuff.
No, not gag ball stuff.
Okay, but that doesn't seem like a very solid
I'll wear
strength.
the gag ball tonight.
Yeah.
They said afterwards, we'll come out with it. President Biden sleeps with a CPAP machine.
It's a gag ball. He puts it in. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
He has sleep apnea.
Dead.
And they said that as a result, he's using a CPAP machine, and that sucker looks like it's on a little tight, and he's now got marks all over his face. And I love the division in the comments, because the division in the comments were a lot of Republicans who were going, "I told you, he's dying. He's dying. He's on his deathbed." And you're like, dude, I know a lot of people who use CPAP machines. And the other side was people going, "Who cares? It's not a story." It's like, it's a president. Everything to do with the president's health is a fair story, I think. But this is probably not that big of a deal.
He just needs to get one of those little roller things that you keep in the fridge.
Yeah, smooth the skin out.
Roll the face out.
At first, they were like, "What's going on with this? Does he use a nebulizer?" Like you would give like a little baby with a lung infection, or maybe an old person too. But yep, just from the CPAP machine. Tell us what you think. If you think this is good or bad for the world somehow, I don't understand how you would, but do that.
Need something to talk about now that we have the Titan over with.
Yeah, the Titanic story's dying, so we got to see what else is going on there. All right, lots of people are chiming in, and many people are chiming in about Costco and their crackdown on people who don't have membership cards or have membership cards from somebody else. And we learned that 130 million households, or people total in 70 million households, have Costco memberships. That's astonishing. Here's the Conquistador talking about this.
News junkies.
Hey.
You guys are talking about Costco, their vacations, their travel program. I actually just went last week on my honeymoon via Costco. Could not recommend higher. Very inexpensive. We went to the DR for 5 nights.
Nice.
All inclusive.
Costco.
Butler service. Upgraded to the highest room. Flights were not included, but it was only $2,000 total. So
that's not bad.
C-Lane, look into it. Costco travel for the win.
No, this is for your bachelor
party.
Your bachelor party.
Can I come?
Is trying to invent a holiday or a thing to do because there's a baby on the way very soon. And he says you should get like one last hurrah party before the baby comes. They should have a thing called a bachelor party.
I was talking about this to somebody, and this bartender kind of was overhearing me. I was like, we should get to do a trip, before the baby comes. And the bartender goes, yeah, that's totally a thing. It's called a baby moon. I go, no.
Not that.
No. You're not listening to the entire thing. This is without the wife.
Celine wants a man party, is what he wants. It's a
man party,
golden shower for his baby.
All right, now you're out. It's a man party.
Here
I
is.
can be a man if you need me to.
Actually, you know what? We'll take a quick break, and then we'll get back into your responses. Because
I don't know what
is...
that means, what I just said.
It's already out there. It doesn't matter now. All right, go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now.
We got time.
Do we?
Yeah, we
All
have time to play a couple.
Let's pretend like we didn't do that for weekends, and let's just play another one of these dispatches. Here's the drunken mailman talking about Costco.
Hey guys, happy Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yep.
Hey man, Gold Star member here for Costco. Let me tell you something. The pizza and those big ass hot dogs makes the membership all worthwhile, man. Tell you what, the Costco pizza, no lie, is better than most every other franchise pizza restaurant. It is good.
I mean, it's good,
it's
but
only
it's
$10,
also...
man, and it's huge.
Exactly. And I think that's
Wiggle,
why...
wiggle. Mm-hmm.
Thought he was done. People love it so much because, like, if you make a giant pizza slice, everyone swears by it.
Right.
It could be the crappiest pizza, but they're like, look how giant it is.
It's the size of a kite.
Of a baby.
So you feel like
It's
you got some great deal.
It's so good.
I have had Costco's pizza and Costco's hot dog, but I got to tell you, it was like 30 years ago. So I have no idea if it's good or if it's bad. I know it's cheap. It's a good deal for sure. And the biggest one that Courtney used to go for too, but I know a lot of people go there specifically for it, was the rotisserie chicken at Costco that they have, which is like a big rotisserie chicken. And I don't know
It's
how
like $4.99, I think.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's a lot of food for that price.
Yeah, the hot dog is fine. The pizza is fine. It's what you would expect for what it costs.
It's like
I'm not taking any advice that says, oh, it's better than most pizza.
I wouldn't even call what they have at Costco a restaurant. I would call it like a cafeteria.
It's a cafe.
Yeah, like a little. They got like 4 or 5 different things.
They actually have a lot more things.
Oh, do they add stuff?
They have like an ordering station because you don't
Like
even
a little
kiosk.
Yeah, kiosk.
Which I was super confused last time I went. That because they print out the ticket, then you wait with the ticket, and I only looked at the number on my ticket. I grabbed somebody else's ticket. They were trying to give me churros, and I was like, no, they have all kinds of stuff back there.
Don't mind if I do. Yeah, they used to only have the hot dog, the pizza, the soda thing, and like maybe 1 or 2 more things. Maybe now they
only have like for the hot dogs like ketchup, mustard, and like the pump relish. Like, give me some onions,
Pump
man.
relish
Give
is
me some
Give me the onions.
disgusting.
They're already losing money on those damn things. It's a mess over there financially for them. When we come back, the fight continues in the United States of America to win over hearts and win over minds. I'll explain what that means. Plus, people in Virginia are getting robbed, and the most bizarre thing in the world is getting stolen from these people.
He's going to triple down on these teases now.
It's for you, Nick. That is for you. And it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Crashes in Orange County, 408 eastbound right after Hiawassee Road, shoulder blocked there. Also one in Seminole, County Road 427, that's Ronald Reagan Boulevard at Longwood, Lake Mary Road. The right lane is blocked in that location. And I-4 eastbound, right around Sand Lake Road. The shoulder is blocked with about 3 vehicles and an FHP trooper on the scene. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
Take control of your health and your wallet at healthfinder.fl.gov. Your one-stop shop to compare medical facilities in your area. From copays to x-rays, asthma treatment, and ultrasounds, healthfinder.fl.gov gives you a straight answer on cost and lets you compare against providers. Choose wisely. Live healthy at healthfinder.fl.gov. Paid for by the Agency for Healthcare Administration.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Deals on the McD app are kind of like cool breezes on a hot summer day. You don't know when they're coming, but when they hit, there's nothing quite like them. Save time and get back to summer fun when you order ahead on the app. Pick up a juicy, tender McCrispy, golden fries, and a refreshing Dr. Pepper. It's 30% off your entire order when you spend $5 using mobile order and pay on the McD app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid 6/1/23 through 12/31/23 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Dr. Pepper is a registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up, Inc.
A meal at McDonald's brings my family closer together. And now that same meal helps bring other families closer together. When we order a family bundle deal that has 40 crispy chicken McNuggets and 2 large fries, McDonald's donates 50 cents to local Florida Ronald McDonald House Charities chapters, providing a home away from home so families can stay close to their child during medical care. We can also round up our order and the extra will get donated. Food, family, and helping others? What could be better? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Want to improve your marksmanship while saving ammo and saving money? Get better faster with the Mantis X Dry Fire Training System.
It's time to shoot tighter groups.
The Mantis X Dry Fire Training System.
Score 97, bang on the money.
The Mantis X is a smart sensor that fits any weapon with a rail or adapter, pairing to your smartphone or tablet. Analyzes your shooting and tells you how to improve.
Mantis.
94% of shooters improve after just 20 minutes. Go to MantisX.com.
MantisX.com.
Applebee's daily deals for $9.99 and under. There's a deal every day for everyone. Just $9.99 and under. That's all day, every day. Get into your local Applebee's now. Daily deals are dine-in only in limited locations listed on nrpneighborhood.com. Limited time only while supplies last. Participation varies.
Shop Central Florida's largest selection of appliances like Bosch, LG, KitchenAid Cafe, Samsung Profile, and more during Southeast Steel's July 4th rebate days. Exclusive rebates up to $600 and 0% financing available at Southeast Steel, where you get the best deal.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. The 4th of July is an important holiday for all Americans. For some husbands, however, in troubled marriages, holidays are marked more by hardship than harmony. If you're such a guy and considering divorce, know all your options. We advise, we advocate, and when necessary, we litigate.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
At Simply Safe, your safety is the only thing that matters. Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season and available in the produce section right now. Whoa, hey, careful now. There's plenty of juicy watermelon and other tasty Florida-grown produce for everyone. I mean, all you have to do is ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
If you ride a motorcycle in Florida, someone can hit you and hurt you and legally not have insurance to pay you. Uninsured motorist coverage can help save you from financial ruin. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bonus. B-O-N-U-S. Bonus. That's bonus. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
SportsJunkie.com. And Cara Moon Star emails. And this is pretty wild. A lot of you are going through this right now. So I just want to say thank you for hanging out with us. Despite how hot it is, you're still surviving in the world. In the United States of America, it's hot today. And it's going to be hot all week. And Cara Moon Star says, this is how hot my car was yesterday. And it says
She's
Wednesday.
West Palm area, I believe.
Is it? Okay, so down in West Palm Beach, listening on Real Radio 92.1, our friends in West Palm and on the Treasure Coast, we love you, we appreciate you, and we can't get enough of you,
Can't
friends.
find the clip, can
Got
you?
it right there. But yes, that was true. So here it goes. This is the photo of the dashboard of Cara Moon Star, and it says 114 degrees.
Ooh, hot damn,
That
man.
is something else. Inside the car, 114 degrees. Or
Good God.
I guess the temperature must come from somewhere under the hood, like wherever a temperature sensor is.
Sure, I
that's
mean,
detecting that.
but then you start driving. I love the caption. This is absolutely disgusting.
No, that's our podcast from yesterday.
So is the temperature. And then she probably started to drive, and it went down all of 5 degrees.
Yeah.
Still felt like 110.
Damn, 114 degrees.
That means Carl's peeing inside this afternoon.
Yeah, dogs walk outside in this kind of temperature and they're like, whoa! A lady is like, she's walking so
Not
slow.
guest dog.
No, the guest dog still being
Guest
out.
dog just
Careful with his pads.
beelines out the door, and I can't walk out the back door without.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a giant pussy these days. My dog has feminized me greatly, and I go out to the street and I put my hand on the asphalt to see if it's too hot for ladies' little
I think
feet.
that's not necessarily a pussy move, just like a proper pet owner.
Seems
move.
like something that I would before go, the dog's fine, it's a tough dog.
And then you burn their
burns.
your little beans.
I don't want to do that. But before we get into these stories about the battle for hearts and minds here in America and something bizarre being stolen from cars in Arlington, Virginia, am I the asshole?
Yes.
Okay. You haven't heard the details.
All right.
Yet.
My bad.
So let me tell you what happened yesterday.
Yes.
You guys are way too eager to say yes. Just hear me out. Is there a possibility that maybe I'm not? Is there a possibility that I was right in this situation? Yes? Huh? Maybe?
Haven't heard the details
Okay.
yet.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Asshole.
Courtney and I should never
Courtney
have
was
asked.
right.
I'm asking the worst two people in the world to ask if I'm an asshole. This is a bad idea, but I'm gonna trudge forward and do this anyhow. So yesterday we are walking lady and we go on a regular walk and we get to this big park area, right? And we do this all the time, and lady loves the park. It's nice to do nice things for your dog, whatever. And we're out there, and we look over, we see this guy, and I've seen this guy a bunch of times at the park, and he has his dog, and his dog is not on a leash. It's almost never on a leash, his dog, right? And it's a big, tall, white, fluffy, poodle-looking dog. I don't know what kind of dog it is, but it looks kind of like a poodle or something. And the dog isn't super mean or anything, but the guy never has his dog on a leash, and his dog sees all the other dogs and runs around and gets at the other dogs and is messing around with them and stuff. And then he runs over and he's like, oh, sorry about that. And he gets his dog and brings it back over with him. So this has happened a couple of times. And yesterday,
What color is this dog?
a white dog, just
Completely
a
white.
dog.
Okay, so it's not the one I'm thinking of.
You see this in every neighborhood where one person will be like, my dog's fine. It's not mean. It doesn't need to be on a leash, blah, blah, blah. So we walk all the way around the park and we're about to leave. And I look over, and this guy's dog is loose and bothering somebody else's dog. And I'm like, oh, Courtney, start walking fast. And so we start walking faster down the road. And as we're walking away from the park, the dog jets out of the park and goes hauling ass for lady, is all over lady and trouncing on lady and stuff. And the guy is calling the dog back and calls the dog back over to him, and finally it stops. And I look over at him, and I go, that's 3 times. And the guy
You
goes,
said that?
yeah. I said, that's 3. I put 3 fingers up.
Oh,
and I said,
and you put the fingers up?
put 3 fingers up. I go, that's 3 times your dog
I'm gonna
did
count
that.
to 3,
And
and
he
then you're in
goes-
big trouble.
He goes, 3 times what?
Oh,
And I go,
never mind.
I said,
Nothing.
3 times you've been awesome. See you later.
And then you go to Courtney. I'm going to talk about this on the show.
So I go, that's 3 times. He goes, 3 times what? And I'm like, calm down, man. I said, that's 3 times your dog has run around and messed with my dog. Why can't you have your dog on a leash? And he just stood there dumbfounded that anybody would say anything to him about this. And we walked down the street, and Courtney's like, man, he was big mad. He was really pissed off about this. And then on the way back, I'm feeling like you end up feeling bad about that, right? And I'm like, why should I feel bad? This guy should have his dog on a leash. Your dog can't go around messing with everybody else's dog. And then you're like, oh, it's not a bad dog. The park says to put your dog on a leash. Everybody knows you're supposed to put your dog on a leash.
How is he messing? Like you're saying, like he just...
We have to stop when the dog comes over because the dog is like messing around with lady, jumping over lady and stuff. And we have to wait generally for the guy to walk all the way across the park. He has to get
Can't
the
even
dog.
call his dog over?
No, the dog, this time he called the dog from a little ways away, but mostly he has to come get the dog physically and drag it over. And all of these people are dealing with this, not just me, but this guy was so clueless. 3 what? And like, okay, buddy, dial it down. But you're definitely in the wrong here. Am I the asshole? Question, yes or no?
For saying that's 3?
Yes.
I would say no until you threw up 3 fingers.
Why is throwing up 3 fingers wrong?
Because it's very, like, parent-like.
No, I was a distance from him. I was, like, from me to the very back of my backyard.
So you thought that he could read that number?
I just want to say 3, so, like, you could know what I was saying. I said, that's 3 times, and I put 3 fingers up.
3 times what?
He said it, like, that loud and aggressive. And I'm like, 3 times your dog has messed with mine. Can you get your dog on a leash? And now I'm going to have to walk by this guy like all the time at the park.
And he's definitely not putting his dog on a leash.
No, he won't. They never do. They never do this. He's like, my dog is fine. It's just a sweet dog. Put your dog on a leash. Just one rule. One rule.
Can
Put
I
your
tell
dog
you,
on a
though?
leash.
Gosh.
They have off-leash parks.
It is my dream for Carl to be off-leash one day.
Yeah?
I think it's the cutest thing in the whole world when you have, and I have a couple dogs in my neighborhood that I absolutely love, that they can be off leash all the time and listen so perfectly to their parents.
Well, look.
And walk along. And I just want Carl to do that. But instead, he darts towards cars. Like, he doesn't understand the concept of
Lady
him
does
being
that too.
5 pounds and will be destroyed, flattened like a
They're
Carl
like,
pancake.
oh, let me go play with that thing. And they start running towards it. Just for the record.
3 times, Carl! 3!
I don't, just on principle, have a major stance against no leashes. Because there's another guy who brings his dog, and his dog is the most well-behaved dog in the world. It stands perfectly still. It never messes with any other dogs. It just wants to run around the park a little bit, and it is so well-behaved. Don't care. That guy doesn't have to have his dog on a leash.
I think I've told you guys before, the most impressed I've ever been about dog training is this guy that used to come to our local Starbucks that we had like a regular Starbucks. There'd be a lot of people that just hang out there all the time. And there's this dude who we called him Coach because he looked like Mike Ditka. And
mustache and all.
Yeah. And he had a dog that was like guard trained.
Mm-hmm.
And he would never have the thing on a leash, but it did whatever he said.
Sure, and I don't mind that.
Yeah,
I don't mind that.
And to the point where like he showed up with the dog, snapped his finger, the dog sat down next to a table, and he went inside Starbucks and waited in line for his Starbucks.
So
and then he
cool.
waited for his drink to be poured. The dog didn't move a muscle.
That's a well-behaved dog.
Nothing. And I was like, that is crazy.
That guy is allowed to have his dog off a leash because the dog is behaved and he's put the work in. The other guy, I don't care if you're training the dog not to do it or whatever, but he was so aloof. He's so clueless that his dog is... It got away from one other dog that it was messing with, and this woman that's like, get your dog away from me, and over to mine. And by the way, for the people in the chat, it's not a dog park. It's just a park, and people walk their dogs there. It's not like made for dogs to be running around and stuff. I just hate when people do that. I do not care. Do not care if you do it, if your dog is perfectly well behaved, but this dog is screwing up every single time. We had an old lady who was having the same situation not too long ago. And I said, Courtney, I don't want to be the guy who, like, somebody pulls out a camera and I'm screaming, why is your dog on a leash? Like, I don't want to be that guy.
And don't be that guy.
I have to say something. I also don't want to be just a weak person who's irritated about something but never says anything about it. I want to speak up for myself.
Okay. I mean, I see where that's at, but then I think a third party would say, is that more a you thing? Or is that more
it's
about
not a me problem.
The principle you don't want to come off weak.
No, I don't want to come off weak just as that's myself. That's how I am. It's not it's not that I don't want to be perceived as weak. It's just I don't want to be weak in the situation.
Well, what happened with me is that had I said, hey, that's 3 times now, and then he barks back at me, and then I cower and go back home, I think about that entire walk, like all the things I should have said.
Right, yeah. Oh,
And all
that's
the
what I was
things I'm
doing.
going to say about him on the radio.
The jerk store called.
They're all out of you. When I did it,
Let me tell you, this man he will not change his ways until
I don't think so.
Animal Services is called.
No, I don't think he's going to keep doing it because he's clueless. He doesn't know what's going on. But I felt the same on the way home. But I felt more like, oh, I mean, maybe I shouldn't have said something to that guy. But yes, I should have. He's in the wrong. I didn't do anything. I'm the one just living my life, and he's the one inconveniencing me. There should be a death penalty for inconveniencing me.
Okay, this
all
is
right,
where-
Just for you.
Just
now
for
you're
me.
the asshole again.
All right, I went too far. But
Death penalty.
The rest of it, I feel fine with.
Hey, what's this super gay box on my desk?
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about that. I just popped that down and didn't say anything. We got some mail, and
Okay.
when
and
I
you just assumed that was for me?
well, when I say we, look at the top of the box. Go ahead, take a look. See what it says there.
Sean Watson and Sabrina.
So noticeably absent.
And then your address, which is
No. C-Lane's name is not on there.
oh, Christopher.
That's fine. I know who this is from.
Yeah.
And I played for her on Fritz on the Street because she.
Yeah, what the hell? You just played for Fritz on the Street. She didn't put you on the box.
I played for her because she got me some stuff.
Oh,
she
For
had
the
some
baby.
gifts for the baby.
Okay, so you already got a present.
I already got. Well, I mean,
that's sweet.
I didn't get a present. My son got presents.
Yeah, but I mean,
my
you know what you got? That thing we talked about, the little white noise machine.
Oh, that stops the baby from crying.
Yeah, it's supposed to. We'll see.
I got to see
If
that.
not, just shake him a little bit.
That stops it.
That'll be interesting.
I made that
to see
joke
what
in
works.
church once.
Oh,
It did not go over as well as it just
Read
did for
the
you.
room, Christopher.
Oh, so it says Sean and Sabrina, and it's addressed to the house here. You want to open it up?
Oh, yeah,
I have
sure.
no idea what to expect of this
It's.
thing.
I mean, it's heavy, and also, and I love the. First of all,
okay, that's easier to open now. You got one blade of the scissors. I
Yeah,
don't know.
the scissors just broke in half.
No, they go back together. Like,
Okay.
I don't know why they do that. But
It's very beautifully wrapped, but I'm also like concerned about the amount of tape that is on
there's
here.
a
Is this
lot of
going to
tape.
be-
It's like rainbow flags, pride stuff all around it, but then it's tape, tape. Very thickly taped up. So Sabrina's going to try to make her way into this thing.
Angle this.
Don't cut yourself with those scissors. It's so tightly wrapped that
Read
it's
the
going to be
letter.
hard.
Read the letter.
Oh, there's no letter. I don't have
Oh.
a letter. You
I
got the
thought
whole
you
box.
just said, "Dear Sabrina and Sean."
No, I said that's what it says on top of it. It's addressed to us two. You need some time?
No,
All right.
got it.
She's into the box.
Yeah, I am.
She's into the
Gay box. Oh my
delivery
gosh.
box.
It is. I mean,
This is the
thick.
hardest time Sabrina's ever had with a gay box.
Yeah. Challenge accepted.
Real quick, while you open that, there's a story.
Straight ones are even easier.
A story that says extreme pride in being an American
I see what you did there.
remains near record low.
Ooh, Sean.
Do you see what it is?
No, I'm just seeing right on top. Okay, I do see what it is, but it's not addressed to you, my guy.
Oh my God! I got worked out. All right. Well, you want to read your card that
Yes,
you sent?
please. Yeah,
Let me
there
tell you
we
this
go.
real quick, though.
No.
They said 39% is the share of U.S. adults who are extremely proud to be an American, which is pretty much unchanged. And they're reading this as bad. I think it's kind of good, actually. 67 Americans are either extremely proud to be an American or very proud to be an American.
Why aren't we still doing surveys
They
like this?
They like to do surveys on everything. And 22% said moderately proud. So if you add all of those up, that's 89% of Americans are proud to be an American.
If
They're
you
like,
asked
"Whoa."
me if I was very proud or extremely proud to be an American, I'd be like, what's the difference, man?
Extremely proud means you probably have lots of American flags around the house.
Yeah. And like year round.
Yeah, and you sing Lee Greenwood.
What's the thing where you hate Lee Greenwood and you have zero American flags? at your
Terrorist?
Yeah, that's probably on the other side. Yeah, it's not on this one, unfortunately. But I think that's actually good. They were trying to say that was bad. What do we got there? What's the letter say?
So the letter says, it's a card, beautiful card, old photo. Brenda discovered it paid off to be naughty, really, really naughty. And, it's a picture of me and Candace.
Oh,
It
nice.
says, congratulations to everyone on your 10-year anniversary. Please let Celine know I took care of a couple of items on the baby registry.
Nice.
To help him get some sleep. As for Sean, well, he already acquired the boob that I gifted to you.
Oh, was that? Wait, hold on. I didn't know that was for you. Can take the boob if you want.
I won't need it. So we'll just let him keep it. Sans guilt.
Okay.
And she has gifted me another boob.
No,
I got a pair of boobs.
Yeah, baby.
Let me tell you something. Those things are so pleasing. They are big, giant boobs. What do they call them? Like stress
balls.
Stress balls.
Jumbo boob stress ball.
It's the size of like a mango or something, or maybe bigger than that. And
Or like I'd give it maybe a solid B cup.
oh, really?
Small
I
C.
thought we were looking at a D there. That sucker looks big from a distance.
No, it's a boob.
Get out of here.
Oh no,
They're
this is
so
definitely a
nice.
D.
They are so nice. No, not as a boob to touch. They're nice. I like it to.
No. Please keep trying to dig your way out of this. This is
Courtney likes them too. I'm talking about the stress things. What Sabrina just got.
Now we got 2.
Doesn't that feel nice?
It feels great.
It's very much a stress reliever. I like it too. I go in here and squeeze the boobs.
Gonna go and bring it back to my house.
All right. I did not know I stole the other one. I apologize for that, but I'm glad that it's been
Heads up.
evened out. No, don't throw that over here. That thing's heavy too. It's got like.
Heads up.
He's never gonna catch it.
You will.
Yeah, well,
Oh, he got it.
It's a heavy
I
boob.
told you. It's
Sounds like a boob too.
yeah. It's
God
not.
damn. Okay, is that what you do to boobs?
No.
Creep out on it, man. If he does, poor Ashley. Jesus Christ.
Get over here.
Tender during pregnancies. God damn.
Jesus. All right. And
Thank you so much, Candace. Very sweet.
that was very nice.
Love
of
the
her.
boob.
She's a sweet lady.
And thank you for the fun baby stuff.
In Arlington, Virginia. Let me get to
Isn't
this.
that what they call
straight
boobs
quickly.
too?
They said
Heads up.
thieves have been
Don't.
stealing something from cars in Virginia, and people are kind of curious as to why this. They said it's a rude awakening to come outside and see this happening. At first, I thought somebody hit my car, but I noticed there was no damage. Over a 24-hour period this weekend, suspects stole the glass from the side-viewed mirrors of 14 cars. And they said on the side view mirror of the car, they just stole the mirror part of it.
That's weird.
I wonder why they would do that. Is there money in that, or why that would
In
be
a
something
mirror?
they're stealing? Yeah, the side view mirror, not the whole thing,
Just
the mirror part of the side view mirror, stolen from 14 cars in just a 24-hour period. And they said they've seen more of this.
I mean, I feel like you can get mirrors anywhere.
Yeah, I don't
Now,
think-
the side view mirrors are objects may seem closer than they appear.
Yeah, those ones.
But does that make it more valuable?
Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be some reason why people were driven to steal all these off these cars.
I mean, if there was just 1 or 2 missing mirrors, I would say it's one of those like useless, like kind of vandalism style things. Like when people steal the emblem from like a Mercedes or something, or rip it off and put it on a keychain or something.
Yeah, but to the
Like,
point that they don't even do that anymore. They
Yeah.
don't even have those emblems.
Yeah.
did they stop putting those on Mercedes?
I believe so.
On a lot of those cars, they have it. And they also, it was big for a while to have like the chrome air caps.
Yeah.
And people would
Oh.
steal those like crazy, including me.
Oh, same.
Stole
No,
a bunch
I
of them.
had them on my car because someone stole them for me.
Oh, I had them on my bicycle. That's what we would
Whoa,
get 'em
cool
on.
guy.
Yeah.
Three times.
I'm glad you noticed that because it was pretty cool.
But
Pretty
like, yeah, I
Heads
don't.
up.
I don't think there's any.
cool.
I don't think there's
It's
any.
pretty believable when you do that.
like real value in the mirrors, like the catalytic converter thing.
Yeah, that's
I always say
actually
that
got
weird.
value. It's a hard word to say. I don't blame you all the
Who
way.
needs
Only
words? Let's take tomorrow off.
Here's Meat Pop chiming in with the dispatch.
I hear this all day.
You can leave yours. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Let's see what we got here from Meat Pop.
Good afternoon, junkies.
Hey.
So I got a neighbor that's got 3 dogs, 1 big one and 3 small ones. I have a dog, and my dog I don't even own a leash because my dog is old and fat, and she just doesn't run away, and she'll listen to whatever I tell her. But my neighbor's got 1 big dog and 3 little dogs, and every morning for the first 2 years I've lived in this place,
There's a halo hanging from the
I would come
girlfriend post?
outside and their dogs would be in my yard pooping. Now I'm a commercial landscaper, so
Damn
my
it.
yard looks pretty good. I keep it well maintained and
Humble
cut
brag.
on a regular. So a big pile of stinking crap in my yard every morning was ticking me off. Well, I went to the guy and said, "Hey man, we got to figure out a way to keep your dogs on your side of the yard." You know, I mean, it's a fairly big front yard, but you know, my dog has no problem staying on my side. You need to learn.
Get
Well,
him,
he got
buddy.
mad and kicked me off his property, so I had to actually call the pound twice to get this to stop. After the second time I called, the pound went out there and told him that they were going to start fining him if he didn't do something about the dog. You know, it's not just the crap though, because the big dog. You know, I come out of my house and my grandson and at the bottom of my steps, there's his massive dog growling at me.
He's got dog problems, okay?
I'd have to cut that dog.
He's got some dog problems. I feel you, sir.
You're going to hear about it.
Thank you for that dispatch. We want to hear from you as well. There's a lot of people chiming in about the story I was telling and about many other things that we've talked about on the show today. We will be back in just a moment. And when we return, a lot to get into, including this absolutely amazing story. You are never going to believe what happened. It's shocking people all over the country right now. And it's coming up next.
Oh, you don't have a story, do you?
No, it's about a plane with its landing gear. Wait till you hear this.
Nick?
Coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Accident still blocking the shoulder eastbound I-4 at Sand Lake Road. Also, the 408 eastbound after Hiawassee Road crashed there. They are still blocking the right lane and shoulder in that location. And in Seminole County, authorities still on the scene at Ronald Reagan Boulevard at Longwood Lake Mary Road with the lane blocked in that location. And one still working in Osceola County, 1792 Pleasant Hill Road. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
I'm back, and look at all the Fresh from Florida produce I brought home.
Fresh from Florida produce is fresh as fresh can get.
It's refreshing to know that locally grown Fresh from Florida produce is available year-round.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air.
Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season right now. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
Take control of your health and your wallet at healthfinder.fl.gov. Your one-stop shop to compare medical facilities in your area. From copays to x-rays, asthma treatment, and ultrasounds, healthfinder.fl.gov gives you a straight answer on cost and lets you compare against providers. Choose wisely. Live healthy at healthfinder.fl.gov. Paid for by the Agency for Healthcare Administration.
Try new extra charged Dunkin' Refreshers with 50% more caffeine. Yes, 50% more caffeine. Available for a limited time, so try it today. America runs on Dunkin'. Drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0 to 1% fruit juice. Price and participation may vary.
It's Ram season, which means it's time to serve with Ram 1500, Ram 3500, and Ram TRX. Hurry in now for great deals on the trucks that are built to serve. And right now during Ram season, get 10% below MSRP on the purchase of 2023 Ram 1500 Bighorn models equipped with a V6 engine. Not compatible with lease offers or any other consumer incentive offers. Contact dealer for details. Take retail delivery by 7/5/23.
FAS Windows and Doors is the company to use to make your house feel better and look better. You know what they can do? Get rid of those single pane aluminum frame windows and get you double insulated vinyl windows. That'll save you money, make your AC work less, make your house look better and feel better. And I tell you, man, they can do it for you fast. Their showroom, easy to find. Fairbanks and I-4. Slide in, pick out the windows that you love, have them installed by their pros, and your house will never, ever be the same, and they can even do that for you in the door as well. Book your consultation today easily at faswd.com.
If you're suffering and there's a safe, natural, easy-to-use solution to help make you feel better, wouldn't you at least want to try it? That's why millions of people use Navage Nasal Care to help relieve their symptoms of sinus congestion, allergies, snoring, and other nasal-related problems. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Candace, a verified Navage user who writes, "This is the greatest invention ever made. I truly can't believe the difference and the relief it has made in my sinus problems. Thank you." Unquote. Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
This Friday and Saturday only at Old Navy, get 50% off all dresses. That's right, get 50% off all of summer's most stylish dresses. Hurry, it's this Friday and Saturday only at Old Navy. Valid 6/30 to 7/1. Excludes in-store clearance and active.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Kate Cronin, Chief Brand Officer of Moderna, tells us about the advantages the speed of audio production affords their growing tech company.
At Moderna, we have a mindset saying that we pivot fearlessly. And I think with audio, you can pivot fearlessly. You can go where the news is and bringing in content that perhaps you didn't have a few weeks earlier. It's less 6 months in advance or 3 months in advance when you do a TVC. You're able to create really nimble content, which I think in this day and age, and particularly at Moderna, where we have new information coming out on a regular basis, being able to feed that information to the audio format makes being nimble and pivoting easy.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Don't let earache from swimmer's ear, clogged ears, or allergies ruin your day. Get fast, effective relief from the pain and itching with Hyland's Earache Drops, the #1 best-selling earache treatment for over 10 years. See why it's received thousands of 5-star reviews and was awarded Best Over-the-Counter Medicine and Health Product in Earache Relief by U.S. News and World Report. Find Hyland's Earache Drops in the eye and ear aisle at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Claims based on traditional homeopathic practice, not accepted medical evidence, not FDA evaluated.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bonus. 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 That's bonus. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
What should you expect for your July 4th travel? Ooh, maybe some bad news in just a moment. Plus, a plane lands despite what was wrong with it. We'll get to all that in a second here. But we were talking about this story about, I think it was like Virginia or something. Is that where it was? Where somebody said...
I don't know. You'd have to tell me what the story is first.
The story about the mirrors. On Arlington, Virginia was where this happened. And people were confused and scratching their heads because over a 24-hour period... Suspects stole the glass, meaning the mirror part, from side view mirrors of 14 cars. So they just stole the mirror part.
Did it say, now that you've put it back down, what kind of car it was?
This one doesn't say, but somebody in chat just said something pretty interesting
Big
here.
Doug Millionaire, he said the mirrors being stolen are off of cars from the likes of Porsche, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Lexus, and Audi, according to the New York Police Department. When sold for cash, they can fetch as much as $1,500 to $2,000 per mirror.
How wild is that? Just the mirror part? Not like your whole side view mirror, but just the mirror part that says objects in side view mirror, whatever it says. That thing is worth $1,500 in those cars?
We shouldn't put that story out there.
That is insane. Why steal catalytic converters anymore? Just steal those things. That's insane. I did not know they would be that expensive. So a lot of people are going to be traveling for the July 4th weekend. Estimates from the U.S. government say that maybe 100 or 200 people will be traveling over the July 4th weekend. No, there are a lot. There's a lot of them.
Whoa, that's crazy. Plan ahead, everybody.
Are you trying to see if we're paying attention, man?
Yeah, I do that every once in a while. I just drop a little tidbit in to see if you're hooked up and paying attention here. But
I do that, but just throwing a giant boob at you.
It's like hundreds of millions of people, I think, that are going to be traveling in some amount this week.
We thought about it. We were talking yesterday, and Ash was like, what do you want to do? And we were like, it'd be fun to go to the beach or something, but like there's not going to be good prices on any hotel rooms.
All the places are like expensive or taken.
We have a pool party at your house?
Sure, yeah. Right. Yeah, of course. And this July 4th weekend, other people headed in all sorts of directions.
You think I'm not going to show up?
She keeps ringing the doorbell, knocking on the door. Now,
hey, Sean, I brought potato salad. Sean.
Unfortunately, I've been out here for a long time, so this potato salad.
Sabrina, you're burnt to a crisp.
Now may be the time to invest in an Amtrak pass, they say.
Oh, my God. Is this brought to you by Amtrak?
No, I don't think so. But they say a combination of thunderstorms and staffing shortages has led to more than 20,000 delayed and 5,000 canceled flights across the country this week. And they believe that it's going to get pretty bad for this July 4th weekend. This is typically one of the busiest weekends for the airport. And I guess another problem is unexpected for most. But as of Saturday, a new 5G service is expected to cause more delays and cancellations as planes without updated equipment might experience interference from wireless transmissions with bad weather could exacerbate. So 5G, bad weather, stuffed airports, staffing shortages, all coming together and exploding in a messy July 4th travel weekend. So make sure you check on your flights and all of that good stuff. And if you do get on a flight, make sure that your plane has landing gear. It's always desirable. And this plane that landed in North Carolina, well, didn't quite have that front landing gear.
That's because on Spirit you have to pay extra for the landing gear.
Might be the case. Let's see what they
The
say.
Delta flight landed safely without landing gear. Let's bring in transportation reporter Sam Sweeney at Charlotte International Airport for more on this. Sam, what do we know so far?
Diane, this was a Boeing 717 aircraft. It's an older plane, about 23 years old. It was flying from Atlanta to Charlotte when it declared an emergency. It had 2 missed approaches. They were running some checklists. They knew there was a problem with the landing gear, according to air traffic control recordings. And then they came in for this landing, and that's where you see that landing gear collapse.
You know what they said? They had 2 attempts where they were going to land that they pulled back from. One, they got 30 to maybe 50 feet from the runway, and the pilot sped up and took off again. He didn't want to land that time. And they knew something was wrong on the plane. And then finally they said, we don't have any landing gear. We just got to put this thing down.
Look that video up. You'll see the emergency
they got to go down the slide.
Out the front. There was about 96 passengers on board, 3 flight attendants, 2 pilots. Everyone was taken to the terminal.
All right, let me ask you a question. Be honest with me here, okay?
All right.
You're on this Delta flight with no landing gear. It lands and slides on its nose. Good job, pilot. Still managing to land the plane safely despite the fact that it had no landing gear. They pop out those sweet little slides on the front of the aircraft.
I'm the first one out.
And you get to slide out. What do you do the moment you get to the end of that slide? What
Cannonball.
happens? You get to the end of the slide.
Oh, end of the slide.
Yeah, you get down there.
I'll go, yeah!
Yeah, great times. Can I go again?
I bet at least half of the people who slid off this slide on this Delta flight grabbed their phones immediately and took a picture of the plane.
I would have had my phone out while sliding. I'm sure the flight attendants are like, put away your phone. I'm like,
I only got one shot at this. I bet everybody wanted to take a picture of that because you see the plane kind of with the nose down on the ground and the back end up in the air, and they still managed to safely land this without any landing gear. There's yet another way to divide Americans, and I want to see where we end up on this whole thing. You know, you've got your Republicans, you got your Democrats, of course, right? You've got all different ways to slice and dice the populace up, and you either end up on one side or the other. But this is a new one. This I haven't heard of before. There is now a division of the United States of America that's not red and blue. No. It's pink and for some reason like a golden color. And it's Barbie and Oppenheimer. Because both of those movies are opening on July 4th weekend.
Isn't that the one that Tom Cruise had a knip about?
I don't know if
because
that's
he was like, I wanted it in IMAX the whole time.
I'm seeing the poster for it, and the guy's face I recognize, the actor. But Oppenheimer is like supposed to be the movie for the smart folks this weekend, and then Barbie is for like everybody else wants to watch like a pop culture movie.
Nimrods.
Yeah,
I think Barbie's actually going to be rather successful.
It is going to be big no matter what.
Be funny,
but they're trying to figure out like which one's going to be bigger, and is your state an Oppenheimer state or a Barbie state? And there's pink states and gold states, and Florida is a gold state. Our friends over in Texas, you're a pink state. More Barbie viewers than Oppenheimer viewers over there.
Yeah, you're girls.
And there's more Barbie altogether. They did it like an electoral college kind of thing. And Barbie has 303, Oppenheimer has 235. But it's split. There's like all these states where...
All right, President Barbie.
It's more likely that the people are going to watch Oppenheimer as opposed to Barbie, and they're battling it out at the movie theater this weekend, no matter which camp you find yourself in. Hey, why don't you join us on the show? I'm sorry if I scared you with that hey. I just wanted to get your attention because I want to hear your voice. And to do that, you need to go over to thenewsjunkie.com, follow the directions, and hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
Damn it.
You got it this time. What's coming up?
Okay. She doesn't have any landing gear.
What's coming up?
On the next episode, well, Willie Nelson, 90 years old and apparently still ripping albums, as they say, while Backstreet Boys are taking it to the beach. Yeah. Finally, a productive way to use AI. Are you ready, kids?
Yeah.
AI, Captain.
Oh, aye. Oh.
Plus, Swifties shooketh after sorting Swift streaming species and seeing squat. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Facebook, more than a place to remind you of birthdays. Find us and like us. Real Radio 104.1 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey everybody, Jamie King with you now, Fox 35 Storm Center. I want to update you on this Thursday as we approach midday here in Central Florida. Weather details for the rest of the day, mostly sunny, hot weather, 95 degrees, your high for the inland areas, a little cooler at the beaches in the upper 80s. Rain chance by this afternoon and early evening at about 10%, mainly dry and hot today. Mostly clear, warm tonight, lows to 75. On our Friday, a rain chance 10%, hot highs at 94, and 95 Saturday at the rain chance at 20%. For Fox 35, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Mecum Auctions. Mecum Auctions, the world's largest collector car auction company, returns to the Osceola Heritage Park July 6th to the 9th with 1,500 vehicles at auction. Register to bid and buy advanced discount tickets at Mecum.com. Your Mecum experience begins at Mecum.com.
There's something about a Florida sky. It's painted in the most magnificent colors, clouds streaked with changing light. They say if you don't like the weather, just wait 15 minutes. The skies are electric and alive. So even as the storms get enormous, even as they're coming more each year, the beauty keeps me going. My flood insurance helps me stay. The only thing that's predictable is that I'm in Florida for good.
Protect your property with flood insurance. Visit floodsmart.gov.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season and available in the produce section right now. Whoa, hey, careful now. There's plenty of juicy watermelon and other tasty Florida-grown produce for everyone. I mean, all you have to do is ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
Attention business owners. Was your company impacted during COVID? If you had W-2 employees during 2020 and 2021, you may be entitled for up to $26,000 per employee through the Employee Retention Credit Program. This is not a loan. The IRS paid back billions already. We've helped thousands of businesses just like yours. So let us help you. At ERC Business Solutions, we make it simple. We do it all for you, so you won't have to worry about the complex application process. There's absolutely no risk. If you don't get paid, we don't get paid. Most businesses do qualify, even those with no decline in revenues or those that already got PPP. Discover how much you can claim. There's no cost or obligation. Call now. 800-375-1175. That's 800-375-1175. Get up to $26,000 per employee. Call 800-375-1175. 800-375-1175.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. The 4th of July is an important holiday for all Americans. For some husbands, however, in troubled marriages, holidays are marked more by hardship than harmony. If you're such a guy and considering divorce, know all your options. We advise, we advocate, and when necessary, we litigate.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
So there I was, deep in the heart of the jungle.
You know, solving all the puzzles, doing my thing. Then I see it. The lost treasure of Simia. I grab it and hightail it out of there in my Nissan Rogue. Suddenly, arrows. Fire. Now, I know this may sound like an epic tale of adventure, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. The temple crumbles, boom, crash, but I'm too fast with my trusty VC turbo engine.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select 2023 Nissan Rogue trims. Availability is limited. Shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. For well-qualified buyers, 0% APR financing for 36 months on new 2023 Rogue, excluding S-Trim and dealer stock. Example, 36 months financing at $27.78 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. N7523.
At Simply Safe, your safety is the only thing that matters. Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced Home Security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
I'm back! And look at all the fresh from Florida produce I brought home.
Fresh from Florida produce is fresh as fresh can get.
It's refreshing to know that locally grown fresh from Florida produce is available year-round.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air.
Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
The new Smokin' Triple Stack at Firehouse Subs is stacked high with honey ham, smoked turkey, and slow-smoked beef brisket. To top it off, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders. The Smokin' Triple Stack Sub. Get it for a limited time, only at Firehouse Subs. Participating U.S. locations. Firehouse of America, LLC, and Firehouse Subs suppliers together will donate 0.09% of purchases in 2023 at Firehouse Subs locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation for the purchase of life-saving equipment with a minimum donation of $1 million.
Gun show this weekend at the Osceola Heritage Park at 1911 Kissimmee Valley Lane in Kissimmee. Buy, sell, trade. Saturday, Sunday. Doors open at 9 in the KLVS building. Admission $10. Kids 14 and under free and free parking. Check us out on Facebook or the web at usagunshowsfl.com.
Shop Central Florida's largest selection of appliances like Bosch, LG, KitchenAid Cafe, Samsung Profile, and more during Southeast Steel's July 4th rebate days. Save now and pay later. Southeast Steel has 0% financing available, so head into Southeast Steel, where you really do get the best deal.
Don't let earache from swimmer's ear, clogged ears, or allergies ruin your day. Get fast, effective relief from the pain and itching with Hyland's Earache Drops, the #1 best-selling earache treatment for over 10 years. See why it's received thousands of 5-star reviews and was awarded Best Over-the-Counter Medicine and Health Product in Earache Relief by U.S. News and World Report. Find Hyland's Earache Drops in the eye and ear aisle at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Claims based on traditional homeopathic practice, not accepted medical evidence, not FDA evaluated.
The next episode in just a moment. All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. And friends, if you miss any of the show, you can get the podcast. The podcast is available over on the website, which is thenewsjunkie.com. And by the way, the website has actually more functionality at this point than the app does. So you can create an account over there. You can send a dispatch from your desktop or from your phone or whatever right on the web. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can learn about secret shows. You can get deep into the world of the News Junkie over at thenewsjunkie.com. So please check that out. All right, let's get into this. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
I'm a giant pussy these days.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com, and host of the Home Loans Radio Show. If you want to refinance, buy your first dream home, do some debt consolidation, start the process, or learn more, go to the website right now, thatmortgageguyDon.com. .com. It was 23 years ago, 2000. For some reason, this guy and his band, I'll take both.
Oh, Sting and Police.
That is correct. I'll split the point. And for some reason, 23 years ago, Sting and his band lost simultaneous chess matches against World Chess Grandmaster champion Garry Kasparov.
Why were Sting and the Police?
No idea.
Playing chess with Garry Kasparov?
Never looked at them as the chess type, but who am I to judge? Also in the middle of Times Square. So
what year was this?
This was in 2000.
Oh man, I would have thought it would have been like there was a
How old were you in
chess
2000,
boom.
Sean?
I was in 19 in 2000.
Wow.
But there was a chess boom way back in the day, and they would do all kinds of like chess stunts and stuff with
I get the thing,
celebrities.
like going against like the IBM computer.
The computer, yeah.
But the entire band of the Police against...
I wouldn't have thought of that.
And then losing?
There's a video of like the breakout of the moves for the chess game, and it's called Every Move You Make.
Oh my God. Can you dump that in time?
No.
You know who was not making any... You know who was not making
I
any...
believe you. He's looking at me like I don't believe him anymore.
Oh, no,
I
you're
was
being
waiting
for real?
Yes. It's
Oh, I
it's
thought it was a
actually
joke. C-Lane, you've made jokes along those lines before.
Yeah, it sounded like a C-Lane joke.
The delivery would have been terrible. That was an awful joke.
How do you normally deliver a joke?
Well.
Heads up.
So deliver.
I thought I was about to be.
About to throw that boom.
She's so good at fake throwing that thing, isn't she?
Thank you.
Jesus.
Someone who is not good at faking it. It happened just for realsies. This gal doing okay now, but close call.
Madonna.
Madonna is right, and Sean, thank you for not saying the story before the next episode.
I gave it a wait.
But Madonna came down with a serious bacterial infection over the weekend, landed her in the ICU for several days, and at one point even on a ventilator.
Jesus.
Now, Madonna, she was rushed to a New York hospital. Not sure if there was a chess game involved with Gary, but after she was found unresponsive, her daughter, Lordy Lords, has been throughout all of this. Madonna's manager, Guy, not to be confused with her
husband
Guy
Ritchie?
baby daddy, says her health is improving. However, she's still under medical care. A full recovery is expected. What's not to be expected is the tour that she was about to kick off in about 2 weeks. That included not one, not two, but wait for it. Why isn't this page turning?
Turn the page. Turn the page.
84 shows in 6.5 months.
Would you want to see Madonna?
Yes.
Probably.
I
Definitely
absolutely
for free if we had tickets.
I know this sounds weird, but I absolutely am a hardcore fan of 80s Madonna. I've talked so much about like
your mom loved her,
how revolutionary she was at that time, how she was like edgy, even though that stuff wouldn't seem even remotely edgy now. New Madonna, whoa, her face.
But remember, this tour,
woof.
It's rough, but also it's Madonna. This was the tour that she had like that round table with like Jack Black, Amy Schumer.
They were going to be on the tour?
No, they like the announcement of the tour was this big like celebrity round table where they played Truth or Dare, and then her and was it Jack Black made out.
All right.
You have no idea what I'm talking
No.
about? We definitely talked about it on the show.
No, I don't remember that.
I got really confused. Well, not really confused, but it always throws me off when
Confused enough.
I have like you know the friend on Facebook that's always super like let's go Brandon anti-vax and is always posting stuff about that.
Sounds like a great friend.
Then she's crazy. And then then they post something about Madonna and I go, are you just doing this because you're a fan of Madonna, or is the next click going to be vaccines did this to her? Look what she got the Fauci ouchie, and look she's in the ICU.
Are there conspiracy theories about this yet?
I haven't seen any conspiracy theories unless I missed something, but she is supposed to be okay. Like it was a close call. She's going to postpone this tour, obviously, but she is alert. She's off the ventilator. She's doing just fine. So, and I think that she would appreciate this parody song.
Okay.
That I just wrote.
All right.
Here's the thing. Like I saw the headline, then I started to write the parody song, and then I saw the details of it, and I realized that she was like
she's
that
okay
bad.
though. No, she's fine.
Right.
She's
cool.
She's good to go.
All right, perfect.
All right. Here we go.
Check. Madonna here, Madonna there. Assume that she's okay. But then she checked on her at home and not looking so great. They take her to the hospital. Don't go towards to the light. Madonna's fine now after close call with something that's caused by. Cause we're living in a bacterial world, and she is a bacterial girl. Almost croaked cause of this bacterial world, and she is a bacterial girl. Bacterial.
That
She would like it.
That is the most upbeat song about being found unresponsive from a bacterial infection
Awful.
I've ever
On a
heard.
ventilator, like her daughter traumatizing. But
I think she would have liked that song.
I don't think she will. And also, there's probably a lot of memes based,
But-
but it's the easiest rhyme.
If she gets mad about it, it's still good for you.
No, it's good for webheads at least. Gosh, time do be a flying when you're making terrible parodies. An update on Dog the Bounty Hunter.
What's going on with him?
Well, it turns out
what I've been asking for, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
You could sleep soundly, my friend. Of all days to commemorate, commemorate means positive, right? To remember the death of Beth.
Yep. Beth, his wife,
Yes.
who died of, I think, cancer.
She did. It was almost 4 years ago now.
Mhm.
And he decided on that anniversary day of her death anniversary, to announce that he had a secret son.
Okay.
Dwayne Dog the Bounty Hunter Chapman.
He's a weird guy.
He is so strange, but
Tell
I'm
us
impressed.
about the pup.
I'm impressed that
That was a joke.
that his hair.
That's how you deliver a joke, friend.
Honestly, no. Page 6 goes, just call him Dog the Sun Hunter.
Oh,
What?
God.
What? Huh? What?
That's bad.
But he posted a photo on Instagram of John, his new son, that he just revealed to the world, standing within his arms around his wife, Jody and John, and shared that the discovery of his son has created a new meaning for what used to be a heartbreaking day.
Well, how old is this kid?
He's old. He's an adult.
So he was just with some mystery woman that he was with or something?
I don't know. He didn't explain that. He just wanted the web hits for it.
He's so weird, this guy.
He goes, so now instead of sorrow, this day has a new meaning. This is my son John and his wife Jody. He's 70 years old, and he teased, wait for it, this is Nick's going to be super happy with it. He teased that he's going to open up about John in his forthcoming memoir, 9 Lives and Counting. Which doesn't make sense.
No. False. What the hell is your problem, dog?
He sucks. Sorry.
Dog the Bounty Hunter is so annoying. Go away. Your mullet looks so dumb. Have you noticed your hair gone away?
I thought it was.
It's not what.
Never mind.
And you're gay.
I thought we were going towards super gay.
Okay, gay's not an insult anymore.
I
Have we
didn't
all
say it
come
was.
to terms with that?
I didn't say it was.
I know you guys are straight as can be, but gay's cool.
I didn't say it wasn't.
Cool. Have I run out of time already?
Yep.
Oh my God. All right, I'm letting you know, remember that flurry of links I sent to you to display to everybody yesterday?
Yeah.
Didn't use any of those today.
Okay.
So get ready for tomorrow.
Hey, tomorrow is...
Because I'm not doing a lick of prep.
Rex.
We're going to Rex it.
Rest and relaxation day tomorrow. You know, we're barely going to be
What was
working.
the Monday thing that they said, you don't do work for?
Saturdays are for the boys?
No.
No, like
All right.
not Manic Monday.
It was,
Sunday scaries.
Just enough Monday, barely there Monday.
Maybe we can
No, we're
talk
going to
about
figure
it in the
this out.
commercial. Okay.
Go.
Boob tube?
Yeah.
All right.
Bare minimum Monday.
That's it.
Third season premiere of The Witcher on Netflix. Series premiere of Secret Chef on Hulu. What's this?
Whoa!
Just kidding. Second season premiere of Generation Ocean Gap. What's that? But if you go to Real Radio...
Real Radio.
For our Spanish listeners, realradio.fm, because just posted a new video from Bonnaroo. And it's very fun and awkward and super fun, so have a great day and say it with me.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Gotta be on top of it, Celine.
I'm sorry.
There was too much silence.
Just because I don't say America, you don't know what to hit next?
Shaishu says, y'all gonna skip it tomorrow. No, we're good. We're gonna be here tomorrow. It's just gonna be
I am not
chaos.
going to be here mentally.
You checked out. Yeah.
Our bodies will be here tomorrow.
Checked out.
All right, when we come back, we've got to get into quite a few things, including a bizarre story that involves chicken tenders. I'll make it make sense. I promise. That is all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Tacos for Talkbacks is back, and we're giving away Tijuana Flats cash this Friday. Get the details at realradio.fm/taco.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. goldsmithjewelry.com.
Still incredible heavy slowdowns I-4 eastbound from 27 to 429 and beyond from that earlier serious crash right before 27 eastbound. So it's just going to be slow go all day long. We still have that I-4 westbound disabled vehicle blocking the shoulder right before the beach line. And also the crash 408 eastbound after Hiawassee Road. And one in Brevard County, Vieira Boulevard eastbound at Lake Andrew Drive, left lane closed. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Welcome back. Dave and Herb here, and we're talking fresh. Fresh from Florida, that is. There's tomatoes, broccoli, watermelon. You're just putting fra in front of produce. As in fresh from Florida.
You don't need to make up words. Friends, visit followfreshfromflorida.com to see what's in season.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Are you ready to put some cash in your pocket? Because Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you'll have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. But there is a catch, because there's always a catch. Right. If you get a call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Orlando's best comedy room is safely open. The Orlando Improv welcomes Michael Collier, who is a comedian, actor, author, motivational speaker, talk show host, barbecueologist, and a man of God on June 30th through July 2nd. Tickets and showtimes online at theimprovorlando.com. Above all, come for the comedy. We could all use a laugh. The Improv is hiring for all evening positions: line cook, cocktail service, and wait staff, food runners, dishwashers. We cater to top talent and the best locals in the Central Florida area. Call 407-480-5233 or email for open interviews.
I'm back.
back and look at all the fresh from Florida produce I brought home. You have heard of fresh from Florida, right?
Fresh I have.
That's refreshing to hear.
Fresh from Florida produce is fresh as fresh can get.
And if we're going to freshen up daily meals, it's refreshing to know that locally grown fresh from Florida produce is available year-round.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air. Got anything else?
I'm fresh out.
Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Hey, Monster fans, Russ here. You know what is really scary? Utility rates. So let's talk about solar. You may have seen solar popping up all over the place. Well, there's a good reason. One is utility rates are rising. Two, government incentives can dramatically lower the cost to solar. So if you want to go solar, call Solar Source. Monster fans get special access to their new solar estimate tool. Visit solarsource.com/monsters. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Get ready to save with Spectrum One. You get Spectrum Internet delivering fast and reliable speeds for $49.99 a month. Free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced privacy and security. And a free Spectrum mobile line with unlimited talk, text, and data, plus nationwide 5G. Go to spectrum.com/save more and use the Spectrum One savings calculator to see how much you can save today. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Now open in Daytona.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Florida residents rocket into summer. Now through August 31st, get 2 days for the price of one at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Here, you'll stand face-to-face with real spacecraft that have flown in space. And you can meet an astronaut, see a launch, or even journey to distant worlds at Spaceport KSC. There's a whole universe to explore at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Get tickets at KennedySpaceCenter.com. That's KennedySpaceCenter.com.
GiveMeTheVin.com now has 40 offices around the U.S. 40. We did $2 billion in buys last year. $2 billion with a B. Because we pay the most, we're easy to deal with, and we take care of you, the customer. That's why we have 4 stars, the highest rankings of any car buyer. GiveMeTheVin.com dominates. Why? Because we take care of our customers. They don't call me America's best car buyer for nothing.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Your dispatches in just a moment. Also, in jury duty, we'll touch on all the stuff coming out of the Supreme Court today. There's a lot happening there, but first,
am I losing my rights?
We'll see. First, I want to talk about this because I think this is so true, and nobody really even gives younger people any credit for this right now. Right? Like, I know so many people are like, oh, these Gen Z, these lazy kids, they won't even get out in the workforce. and they give them so much crap. You could give them credit where credit is due. And I don't know that you could ever say this before this generation. Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they're both in on this. And there was an article in The Guardian about how this is the first generation that is age agnostic when it comes to the things that they like. And music in particular is really, really, really this way with younger people right now. Younger people don't care if it's like some old band from the 70s or the 80s or like Metallica or like, they don't care when music was made or what, what's going on. The only thing they care about is, do I like it or do I not like it?
Okay, but do they find out if they like it or not because it's been used in a TV show?
A lot of times probably. But when you look at the top tracks on Spotify, there's almost always, and let's be real here, Spotify is very, very younger skewing. People who use Spotify are not like 50 and over. It's very, very young skewing on some of those platforms or like iHeartRadio or whatever. And when you look at the top 100 trending songs, there's always like a bunch of old stuff in there. There's always like some Guns N' Roses or an old Beatles song or these older songs that they're into. And I guess when I was little growing up, there was people who were like, oh, I actually like Led Zeppelin, or they liked bands that were a little bit older, but not nearly as common as it is now. And people
You don't think?
Oh,
See,
I don't think so. I think right now, like, people are like, okay, it does a lot of times start with a viral incident. What was the Fleetwood Mac song that was in that? Dreams. That
With
song
the
comes out.
skateboarder.
They hear that song. It's not new, but younger people didn't give a damn. They were like, I like this song.
Kate Bush was a huge,
Right.
like, I mean, I personally had not heard Running Up
I'd never
That
heard it in my
Hill
life.
until Stranger Things.
I don't
Now,
think most people had.
I would liken, and maybe
and then for a while,
I don't know
I
if
couldn't not hear Running Up That
Couldn't
Hill.
get away from that song.
But I liken like my appreciation of older music because of my parents, but we also grew up in a time where it wasn't Spotify or iHeartRadio that you can get for free in
Mhm.
your hands, millions of artists and
Right.
songs. But it was the CDs that I stole from my dad and
Right.
records and stuff. So and I grew up listening in the car to Gloria Estefan, Mariah Carey, and Janet Jackson, and stuff that I don't think had I gone along with the pop
Or
of
whatever was on the radio.
that it wouldn't be as ingrained in my head.
Well, I kind of fell in like the Napster generation, and Napster
So illegal.
It was illegal as hell at the time. Napster did give you access to any types of music, old, new, or whatever. But everybody that I knew, we were all listening to the same stuff, the new music at the time. You had that one friend who was like a big music fan, and they would be into
Queen.
Yeah, they're like a Queen fan to the max, and they have all of the live concert audio recordings and stuff. But that was just like
I think
one
I was that
person.
friend.
You think we're that friend?
I listened to a lot of Queen growing up, Michael Jackson, Pink Floyd was a big thing. And then I will never forget, though, because of listening to Pink Floyd, because of my dad, I go to college, discover marijuana,
Mhm.
and then I'm like, hey, guys, I listen to this. Let's watch The Wall.
Yeah.
And then four of us freaked out.
I never.
You didn't discover marijuana until college?
Were you college age when you first smoked weed?
No, just discovered how high it could possibly get.
Discovered how far you could take that journey
Bongs.
with marijuana.
That's what we discovered. But The Wall was the first time I'd seen it in college, and
Yeah.
I realized how effing weird
You know,
it was.
I always ask big questions about things, and so many things come back to nature or nurture. And I always wonder, like with music, do you think the music that you like is shaped exclusively by what you were exposed to when you were young, growing up in the car with your parents and stuff?
I mean, it's a good mix.
Or do you think you just have you have a type of music that you like because that's what you like? You're an individual person. And if you were grown up away from your parents' influences, you would still like things exactly the same way.
Good mix. I would say there's definitely some bands that I would not know or appreciate their music if it wasn't for my parents, or at least their CD collection. And then there's stuff because of where I grew up, like in Miami. I'm a very big fan of hip hop, and that's what I grew up on because of the people I hung out with, and I think in the area that I grew up in versus someone who's in like North Dakota.
That's the big thing for me.
I don't like country, but I love the Dixie Chicks because someone gave me that CD when I was 9.
It was social. Whatever your friends were into music-wise was the thing that you were like, oh, okay, those were the songs you were exposed to, and that shaped a lot. I don't know. I think that seems to be much more of something that's a product of your environment, and that's why people in different regions end up liking different types of music. But younger people now seem down with the old stuff. They're okay with it. They like it. Vanna White, though.
Are we going to be mad by what younger people consider to be old stuff?
Well, they just had a headline that Hanson is now being considered classic rock.
Is that for real?
Ready to throw up on yourself?
I don't. That sounds fake.
I don't find that
sounds fake.
Okay.
Did you see Hanson at Bonnaroo?
No. Were they there?
What year was
they
that?
played in the Super Jam.
Hold on, let me see.
Wait,
here.
this year?
Yeah.
No way.
Yep.
Well, I didn't even see that.
How'd you miss out on this?
I don't know.
Hold on.
Damn it. I did see that Sheryl Crow. I saw her during the show, but Bonnaroo just posted a video of her on roller skates.
Yeah.
With a not ukulele, accordion,
Uh-huh.
singing along with the people that were like, am I on mushrooms or is this Sheryl Crow on roller skates with an accordion right now?
Let me check this out here. Hey, computer, when did Hanson's Mbop come out? Let's see. Is it on?
You know this never works.
No, did I change it back? Hey, Echo, when did Hanson's Mbop come out?
It came out in 1997.
I'll fix it after the show.
April 1997.
Was it 1997? So that is now 23, 26 years. And does it have to be 25 years to be considered classic?
I think so.
If so, then Mbop is classic rock right now. That is kind of weird to think about. Okay, over to Vanna White. She is upset right now. She's fighting right now.
As she should be.
To get more money for touching buttons.
I'm Teen Vanna.
And wearing fancy dresses.
Oh, my gosh.
And
you act like it. We heard personally about what she did on that show.
She's got an easy job. Vanna
Pat
White
doesn't. Pat just waits for his 3, 2, 1. Doesn't talk to any of the people. What he does is what Vanna does rather is like charming and chumming and like.
How's she charming? She's just going up to letters in front of a screen. She like taps the
she's
side
talking to all the people beforehand.
Backstage or something. That's because she's bored. Because she doesn't have enough work to do.
I see what's happening here, C-Lane.
What?
What happens is
do you think you're my Vanna White? Is that what you think? Is that what you think?
Well, it's like every event that we go to. What's the first question you're asked? Where's Sean? Sean never comes around here.
No,
all you do is crack on the mic, and then you don't show up to anything else. And
That
here
is
I am.
nonsense.
Ceiling 2, we have to speak for you constantly
Where's
for
the
the last 10
event
years.
that you guys have been to that I wasn't there?
Daddy, I don't know. I can't. I don't.
Well, there must not be that many of them if we can't come with one concrete example of a time that I wasn't at an event.
This is
Orlando City opener.
Thank you.
Okay.
This is also definition.
That's not a radio station thing.
Gaslighting. You're like, if you can't prove the exact date and time, I don't believe you.
That's not gaslighting. That's called proving the point that people don't know what they're talking about. Both of you are wrong. You're wrong about this, all right? And I can name it. Who was the one who wasn't at the poker tournament last year?
Whose grandma died?
I'm not saying your excuse wasn't good.
Whose grandmother was dead and had to go to her funeral?
I didn't say your excuse wasn't good. I'm just saying station event. And I was there, and you weren't there.
But
and people were coming up all day long saying, "Where's
many
Sabrina?"
Events you didn't show up to.
What? Name one.
There are also multiple corporate ones that I have been asked to like tell them where you're at.
Okay,
like the
name
tune-ups,
one.
the holiday
I've been to all
parties.
the tune-ups.
That is BS.
No, it's not. I've been to all of the tune-ups. I'm a team player. I've gone
You
to all
almost
these
didn't
things.
show up to the last one until Celine and I were in front of Big Boss Barb.
What?
Who had to call you and pressure you.
No,
to
that
go.
wasn't a tune-up. That was a pickleball tournament at work for some reason. I don't know why we did that, but that was like a team exercise.
Employee rally.
I was there. I showed up. I show up to all the things I'm supposed to be.
Confusing employee rally with tune-up.
Yeah, I've missed some of the employee rallies because what do I need to be there? I don't know. That's not a station event. It's not like listeners are being let down by me. I'm the king of the people, for God's sake. I should have said man of the people.
Prove it. What time?
The
What
king of the
date?
people says that. Hey, look, you can't act like it's asking a lot for somebody to say, give me an example. Give me one example.
Yeah, but I
you
don't,
dodos
like,
couldn't come up with one example.
Oh, now we're
of when I was
hurling
at
out insults.
some sort of
You're a
some sort of
dodo.
event that you guys went to that I didn't show up to that was a station event.
I mean, it's been 10 years, so I mean, I don't think that I have time.
Big Doug Millionaire
There's definitely been many a time.
says Sean was not at the Mo Comedy Show, but Celia and Sabrina were there.
Oh, thank you so much, Big Doug
Station
Millionaire.
event? That's a Mo
This
event.
is great. Let's take it to the dispatches and the chat.
Yeah,
because they
you
can vouch
them.
for it. They're the ones asking us where you're at.
Somebody said, "Is this the start of a fight?"
How did we get
No,
here?
This isn't a fight. I don't think so.
No, it's child's
Th-
play.
I-
It's radio entertainment.
I'm so right about this. There can't be a fight.
Exactly,
That's the problem
Dodo.
that we're facing. Vanna White, all right, she's fighting for more money. And for the record, even
She
though
gets enough money.
I think Vanna White's job is
$3
like
million.
the simplest job in the world, and she makes $3 million a year. That's crazy. But just so you know, I think everybody in that position should get the bag. Go for it. Get as much as you possibly can. Get your money, Vanna White. Fight for it. Do your thing. Although I take a couple issues with some of the stuff in this story, right? They said, sources with direct knowledge of negotiations say Vanna White is clear. She's the co-host of the long-running show, so the pay disparity between her and Pat needs to be squarely addressed.
Sitting home, huh?
Point of fact, they're introduced this way on Wheel. Here are the stars of our show, Pat Sajak and Vanna White. So they're saying, like, she's equally a part of this, which...
She has been for a very long time.
But she does a different job than he does. He hosts the game show and does, I'm sure, something else. And she flips the buttons around and then does backstage stuff that we've learned. So Pat makes $15 million a year, Pat Sajak.
$15 million?
He makes $15 million a year. She's not
Why is
asking
he
for
even
that much.
retiring? I don't get it. He works like 15.
I feel like some bad news has been swept under the rug.
They work like 4 days a month or something. They work.
I thought it was just like 15 weeks a year.
They like
not a lot.
pile in
Yeah.
multiple episodes.
They
and
do a
just
whole
do
bunch.
Change.
All at once. So here's the thing. Pat makes $15 million a year. Vanna isn't asking for that, but we're told her lawyer, Brian Friedman, is demanding half the amount that Pat makes. So she wants to go from $3 million a year to $7.5 million a year. She should ask for more money. That's good. but
Exactly.
she doesn't do that much. She really
Okay,
it's
now,
a simple
but
job.
riddle me this. Like, she may not, quote unquote, do that much, but for the ratings that they get,
Big ratings.
for the money that he has, and now he's going into retirement. So now we have this allotment of $15 million that goes what? Into the pockets of the corporate overlords that do nothing?
Depends on what not Carson Daly, Ryan Seacrest gets. It depends on what he gets. Because if
Which
he
is
gets
going to be in the millions. I mean, would you reckon to say that Ryan Seacrest has paid too much?
I don't think Ryan
As our
Seacrest should get
brethren?
$15 million a year moving into this Wheel of Fortune
Because
thing.
he makes that on the radio, I'm sure.
Oh, he makes a lot of money, yeah. But he's worked at that for a while, excuse me. But he shouldn't get the $15 million. That's what Pat Sajak got after working for a long time and being a part of this. How many millions of people you think watch Price is Right every day?
Wheel of Fortune?
I'm sorry, Wheel of Fortune. I mix the two up all the time.
Gosh, 20.
20 is too much.
Okay,
Yeah, it's not that much.
sorry, 10 million?
8 million people watch the Prices.
Sorry,
Did I screw it up again?
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune every day. It's about the same for Price is Right. That's like it's huge audience, and they're an audience that you could easily sell ads to.
Audience of boring ass people.
I know,
What
but
do you guys watch
what
it?
I'm saying
Why?
is that show is probably making a very, very significant amount of money. It generates a lot of money.
So she deserves a raise, man.
I don't think she doesn't deserve a raise. I just think that we have to admit that her job is incredibly
There
easy.
are TikTok influencers that make more money than Vanna White, who's been doing this for decades.
Well, she says Sony is not on board with what she wants, which is $7.5 million. They said the negotiations have been very difficult. Our sources say Vanna feels like the issue is bigger than her. As one source says, she feels like it's a statement for all women. For all women, I need to get paid $7.5 million. We're told Vanna wants to stay on the show, but if she doesn't get what she believes is a minimum of what is fair, that's a real possibility that she'll leave. And this was the thing I took issue with. After 41 years as a model employee,
41 years,
and more of the face of the show than Pat Sajak, asking for 50% of what he makes seems like a no-brainer.
I mean, who was in Nelly's Hot in her song?
No, what I'm saying is when you think Wheel of Fortune, do you think she's more of the face of Wheel of Fortune than Pat Sajak
I
is?
think both of them.
Yeah,
If you think of any names associated, it's
Those two.
Vanna White and Pat Sajak.
Nobody knows anybody
I'm
else
kind
that
of
does
blown
anything on
away
that
that
show.
she's just
Charlie,
making $3
what
million.
about Charlie?
Who's
Who's
Charlie?
Charlie?
the announcer.
Oh, is it really? I
Yeah,
have no
exactly.
idea.
Charlie's making like what, 50 grand?
But
a
I
year?
wouldn't say that she's more of the face of the show than Pat Sajak.
I would say enough of a face for 40 years and only making $3 million.
$3 million a year is a good amount of money. That's a good amount of money for working the schedule that she gets to work. It's not as much as he makes, $15 million a year.
Oh, Charlie's dead.
Is he?
Yeah.
We got a new announcer now?
Yeah, it's Jim Thornton.
That's very
Nobody
telling.
knows Jim Thornton.
Very telling.
Nobody knows who Jim Thornton is. It's only these two. But
I think she'd make $10 million a year.
I'll tell you this, they really do need to make a deal with her because you don't want, if they're both, let's just argue that they're both 50% the face of Wheel of Fortune. If that's the case, you do not want both of them leaving at the same time.
You don't think so?
You got too much of a sea change on that show. You need to have one new person come in and it's like, oh yes, but the old guard is still here with Vanna White, and then Vanna White can move on to the rest of it. I saw this interview with her and it was really interesting actually. Do you know she's never worn, you might think this is stupid and laugh at me, she's never worn the same dress 2 times on the Wheel of Fortune. She's never worn the same.
That's a schload of dresses.
Let me see how many it is because they had the number by the article I was reading this morning.
And that takes a lot.
White.
Can't say the same for ourselves.
It's in an
I've worn
article
this outfit, God knows how many times.
from 2000.
I've worn these shorts multiple times this week.
And I'm making $10 million.
Okay, here's what they said. The interviewer said, "Is it true that you've never worn the same dress twice in 35 years?" She said, "That is true. I've worn over 6,700 gowns. They're all borrowed gowns, designer samples. I wear them and then they go back like the models wear on the runway to show a new line, and they go back to the people who actually own them." So that's crazy. 6,700 different gowns she's worn each day, a new one on that show. And a lot of people watch, so she might get the money that she's going for. We'll see. What do you think?
They should put her potential raises in a giant wheel.
Oh, that'd
and
be
make
fun.
her spin it to see what she gets.
Is there going to be a bankrupt one on there? That would be brutal. All right, I didn't get to the chicken tender story, but I tell you what, I know you're on the edge of your seat. Plus, when we return, something that could be affecting packages that are supposed to be delivered to you very soon. This could be a big deal, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
In a world of ever-changing algorithms, you can still find us here. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
A pretty big crash now in Orange County. International Drive southbound at Vineland Avenue. Lanes closed there. Also, I-4 eastbound at Sand Lake Road, still working that earlier accident with the shoulder block. Vieira Boulevard eastbound, west of I-95. This is in Rockledge in the Brevard County area. We have a crash there with the right lane blocked. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Fontainebleau's Summer Paradise Getaway.
Fontainebleau Miami Beach is your summer paradise getaway. Taste incredible food from 8 casual and fine dining restaurants. Unwind and renew at Lapa Spa. Float among 11 pools just steps from the ocean. Or spend an out-of-the-ordinary night at Live Nightclub. Book now at fountainbleu.com.
Mortgage brokers are better. Why, you ask? Well, they do all of their loans through national wholesale lenders. It's still going to be your standard FHA, VA, or conventional loan, but mortgage brokers have access to dozens of wholesale banks competing for your business. And wholesale banks only loan through mortgage brokers like that mortgage guy Don. And that mortgage guy Don is the best because he made the process of getting a quote or comparing the quote you already have super easy. Because we all know the process of shopping for a mortgage can be confusing and complicated and so frustrating that you don't even do it, but not when it comes to that mortgage guy Don. You see, you get a better deal on any home loan when you work with a broker, and you get the satisfaction of simplicity and honesty when you work with that mortgage guy Don. You want to see the difference? Apply now and get a quote, or get a free analysis of your existing quote by going to thatmortgageguydon.com. Compare your quote today. It's plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind. Go to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Get your tickets now
at AXS.com
for our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Coming back to Las Vegas.
2 nights.
September 22nd and 23rd.
1 stage.
At T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
This is the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Buy your tickets for our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival now.
Before they sell out.
At AXS.com.
That's AXS.com.
It happens in a matter of seconds, but the aftermath can last a lifetime. Car crash, slip and fall. There's only one Mo you should call. The Mo you know. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Gun show this weekend at the Osceola Heritage Park at 1911 Kissimmee Valley Lane in Kissimmee. Buy, sell, trade. Saturday, Sunday. Doors open at 9 in the KLVS building. Admission $10. Kids 14 and under free and free parking. Check us out on Facebook or the web at usagunshowsfl.com.
Every dog has its day, and now it has its own exhibit, too. Orlando Science Center explores the science behind where dogs came from, how they experience the world, and what makes our bond with them so special. In Dogs, a Science Tale, hands-on exhibits will let you see, hear, and smell the world just like dogs do. You'll have a ball sniffing out hidden smells, testing your speed against different breeds, and examining dogs and their role in history and culture. Step into the role of archaeologist and dig deep into the story of our forever friends. Get tickets at osc.org.
Amino Energy by Optimum Nutrition is now available at your local 7-Eleven for $2.49, or now 2 for $4 through August 1st. Amino Energy has 0 grams of sugar and delicious fruit flavor. Get more from your morning with Amino Energy.
Attention business owners. Was your company impacted during COVID? If you had W-2 employees during 2020 and 2021, you may be entitled for up to $26,000 per employee through the Employee Retention Credit Program. This is not alone. The IRS paid back billions already. We've helped thousands of businesses just like yours. So let us help you. At ERC Business Solutions, we make it simple. We do it all for you, so you won't have to worry about the complex application process. There's absolutely no risk. If you don't get paid, we don't get paid. Most businesses do qualify, even those with no decline in revenues or those that already got PPP. Discover how much you can claim. There's no cost or obligation. Call now. 800-375-1175. That's 800-375-1175. Get up to $26,000 per employee. Call 800-375-1175. 800-375-1175.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
The new Smokin' Triple Stack at Firehouse Subs is stacked high with honey ham, smoked turkey, and slow-smoked beef brisket. To top it off, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders. The Smokin' Triple Stack Sub. Get it for a limited time, only at Firehouse Subs. Participating U.S. locations. Firehouse of America, LLC, and Firehouse Subs suppliers together will donate 0.09% of purchases in 2023 at Firehouse Subs locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation for the purchase of life-saving equipment with a minimum donation of $1 million.
O'Reilly. It may be sunny out now, but severe storm season is just around the corner. Your local O'Reilly Auto Parts has the emergency supplies you may need, including generators, tarps, emergency lighting, and cleanup supplies. Prepare now for severe storms ahead with a visit to the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts or O'ReillyAuto.com. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season right now. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
Welcome to the good stuff.
I'm Jacob Schick, a third-generation combat Marine.
And I'm his co-host and wife, Ashley Schick. We believe everyone has a story to tell, not only about the peaks, but the valleys they've been through to get them to where they are today. We're joined by some amazing guests who share the lessons they've learned that shaped who they are and what they're doing to pay it forward and give back.
Listen to the good stuff on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcast.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH, C-A-S-H, CASH. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
We do appreciate it. You can go learn more about the show and get the podcast and everything else you may need over at thenewsjunkie.com. Very, very easy for you to do. And we have a ton of stuff to get into, including you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is go to thenewsjunkie.com and record what we call a dispatch. Don't worry about waiting on the phones. Your time's important, and technology is an excellent thing to use. Let's make our lives and the show better with it. We're waiting for your dispatch now. I saw a couple of things going on. One was there could be a major UPS strike that might be going down very soon.
Are you part of it? Because you never got your package.
No, I'm striking using UPS. No, it was UPS. It was UPS who was supposed to send me something recently, and they sent it to somebody else, for God's sake. But they said the Teamsters are working for shipping giant UPS, and they said a strike is imminent after walking away from the bargaining table. And 340,000 employees could go on strike from UPS. There's no way that doesn't have an impact on things like the stuff that's getting shipped over to your house, et cetera, et cetera. And they're fighting for, like, some of the stuff they're fighting for, Mo, is so simple. Like, of course, when you get unions, sometimes they go overboard and they want the everything, and they want too much money and stuff. But they're fighting for, like, fans in the cabs of the UPS truck,
which I feel like is not a crazy thought.
When your dashboard says 107 degrees
like a
outside,
place to use the bathroom,
a fan is not so bad. And also heat shields on the trucks, because that job is hot as hell. You're just out there burning away.
Heat shield is a thing?
A heat shield, yeah.
And the technology is available.
They already have some stuff. I think every UPS truck, the roof of it is white, I believe. That would make sense. Yeah, so it's not like attracting more heat down to it. But this could cause chaos for everybody if all those people start striking.
Is that a real thing? Like, if you put the same two cars, same exact model, next to each other, one is white and one is black, is there going to be a significant difference?
I don't know. Just owning black cars, I've always felt it a lot hotter when I got inside.
Wow.
What?
Racist.
I have a black car, and Courtney has a white car, so we're perfect.
Yeah, you can say what I want. If my car is black.
we go one of each. Mo is our attorney and our friend, and so I want to bring this story to your attention.
I was waiting for my introduction.
Moses DeWitt. There he is.
How are people supposed to know I'm here if you don't introduce me, Sean?
It's not jury duty yet, so technically I was slow rolling.
Shut your mouth, Mo.
I'll face back in the corner. I'm sorry.
I was slow rolling you into the show here, Mo. We do have jury duty coming up in a bit on the show, but there is now an investigation going on from the Daytona Beach Shores Public Safety Department, and they said one of their officers, like a police officer, a Daytona Beach Shores officer, they said was doing these things that were like favors to other people, but has now started this investigation. And I wanted to know, is there anything illegal about this? Here's what the cop was doing. In one case, somebody had a 3-year-old child, and the 3-year-old child kept pooping his pants. Okay. And the mom said,
Very important stuff, Mo. Pay attention.
The mom said, can you fake arrest my 3-year-old for pooping his pants so that you could
And they did?
Yes, and they did it. The officer did it.
That's effed up.
The officer rolled over.
Wait, so the 3-year-old was purposely pooping the pants?
No,
I doubt it.
It was just because it was a 3-year-old
three,
kid. And he said, like, I
Also,
want you
an
to scare
adult
the
who
kid.
poops their pants is not an arrestable offense.
No.
So why are you traumatizing this little kid?
Well, it goes further. Look at this. Okay.
A viral video?
It said a 3.5-year-old having difficulty getting potty trained was brought to the Daytona Beach Public Safety Department on successive days last October and placed in jail. A high-ranking officer told the caseworker during an interview. On the second occasion, the child was also handcuffed.
Red flag.
He was
city.
crying. I was getting the response I expected from him. You can hear in the body cam footage on this whole thing.
Oh, because they had that running. Thank God.
The boy says, crying in the body cam footage, he's like, "I'll never poop my pants again," and he's crying. Don't even do that. Leave the audio up.
He absolutely will do that.
It's unclear whether these officers are going to get in trouble, but they brought their child.
We had an EAS. Can you say that one more time?
No. It's out there already. They brought their child to the police to punish them, and they like handcuffed the kid. They brought the kid in jail, all because he wasn't properly potty trained. Do you think that's just kind of like inappropriate, or does that sound like a crime has been committed, Mo?
I mean, if pooping your pants is a crime, I'm in a lot of trouble.
All right. Take that audio, too.
We're getting that audio for sure. Didn't we remember that like parent who got arrested? Her kid, like social services was brought to her home because the kid was walking home from school and it was a mile, maybe 0.5.
Within like visual sight of the house, I believe. Like,
And then we have this all going on, and it's supposed to be like all tongue in cheek and totally chill.
And
they put
it
him in
sounds like
jail.
child abuse to me.
Thank you, Moses.
They wanted the kid to cry. Like, they wanted the kid to be scared by these cops.
So they're bullies.
He was going to prison, think he was going to be a prisoner.
Well,
but
think about if a parent did this to their child. I mean, they would be arrested, right? I mean, if you locked your child in a cage and handcuffed them because they pooped their pants, that would be child abuse.
Yeah. I would think.
No, it's not allowed. Please.
That was my plan.
You cannot put your kid in a cage when you have a kid later this year, Sea-Line. You're not allowed to do that.
Are you going to be the subject of jury duty come next year?
I was going to put my dog in the crib.
You can't do that, and it's recommended against. But I thought this was just wild and very weird parenting. I understand if your kid's being bad and you want to scare him a little bit, right, and keep him on the edge, but the kid is having problems being potty trained. Who knows what's going on here? Do you think that because thinks he's going to prison?
But he's also 3 years old.
Having accidents is not abnormal.
No.
There's kids that pee in the bed at 7.
If this was like a 6-year-old, 7-year-old,
or like
8-year-old
Sea-Lane,
kid,
13,
and every single day this was going on, the parents, I could understand the frustration, but my God.
Not
I'm
me.
sorry. Oh, okay.
So do you think they could actually charge them with child abuse, Mo?
I think they certainly could. I mean, just because they're acting, just because they're in a law enforcement uniform, obviously they were not furthering a public purpose of any kind. They weren't enforcing a law. They were just, first of all, it's bizarre they even agreed to do this. But yeah, I mean, I think they should definitely be investigated for it, but they could potentially face some punishment or possible criminal charges.
That's a strange one. And real quick, before we take a quick break, from the Associated Press, a man who oversaw the food service for New York City schools was convicted Wednesday in a bribery case that picked apart how chicken tenders riddled with bone and bits of metal were served for months in the nation's biggest public school system. This guy found some food vendor that was full of his friends, and they had like food that was really, really bad and tainted. They said, our children depended on nutritious meals served in school and instead got a substandard food product containing pieces of plastic, metal, and bones in their chicken nuggets. This is another textbook example of choosing greed over children's well-being.
At least the bones used to be there. Where did the plastic and the metal come from?
Not sure.
Okay, but we are also of a generation that turned out just fine with all the plastic and metal that we ate.
Those dinosaur nuggets got to have something in them, too.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I trust that. All right, quick break. When we come back, your dispatch. Join us on the show. Let us know what's on your mind. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. We'll officially introduce Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm when we return.
Sick.
It's going to be wild. Jury duty. I want to talk about this Supreme Court stuff that's got everybody going nuts. There's a lot of things that we need to get into, so stay with us. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
The Reds will wrap up their series against Arizona this afternoon. Tampa Bay will try to win the rubber match after rallying to win last night. Buccaneers training camp is approaching quickly. The Bucs rookies are due to report by July 24th, with the veterans arriving the following day. And the NCAA wants to limit the time student athletes can use the transfer portal. They'll do it by shrinking the entry window from 60 days to 30. I'm Scott Davidson.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season right now. Look for the Sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
Get ready to save with Spectrum One. You get Spectrum Internet delivering fast and reliable speeds for $49.99 a month. Free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced privacy and security. And a free Spectrum mobile line with unlimited talk, text, and data, plus nationwide 5G. Go to spectrum.com/save more and use the Spectrum One savings calculator to see how much you can save today. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Do you suffer from depression or anxiety? Have you tried medication but wonder what it would be like to try something different? CNS Healthcare is now conducting clinical trials using non-traditional options such as medicinal mushrooms, LSD, CBD, and THC in a safe, controlled, physician-monitored setting in their downtown Orlando location. So if you want to learn more about medicinal mushrooms, LSD, CBD, and THC, call CNS Healthcare at 407-425-5100. All services are free, and there's no need for health insurance at CNS Healthcare.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. The 4th of July is an important holiday for all Americans. For some husbands, however, in troubled marriages, holidays are marked more by hardship than harmony. If you're such a guy and considering divorce, know all your options. We advise, we advocate, and when necessary, we litigate.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
At Simply Safe, your safety is the only thing that matters. Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced Home Security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Have you noticed that solar panels are popping up everywhere? You never know who's going to have solar next. And here's a thought, it could be you. Utility rates keep going up, and now is a great time to save big with Solar Source. Solar Source has been getting the job done in Central Florida for almost 40 years. And right now, Monster fans get special access to their new AI-powered tool that can get you an estimate in 1 minute or less. Visit solarsource.com/monsters for an instant quote.
There's something about a Florida sky. It's painted in the most magnificent colors, clouds streaked with changing light. They say if you don't like the weather, just wait 15 minutes. The skies are electric and alive. So even as the storms get enormous, even as they're coming more each year, the beauty keeps me going. My flood insurance helps me stay. The only thing that's predictable is that I'm in Florida for good.
Protect your property with flood insurance. Visit floodsmart.gov.
Deals on the McD app are kind of like cool breezes on a hot summer day. You don't know when they're coming, but when they hit, there's nothing quite like them. Save time and get back to summer fun when you order ahead on the app. Pick up a juicy, tender McCrispy, golden fries, and a refreshing Dr. Pepper. It's 30% off your entire order when you spend $5 using mobile order and pay on the McD app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid 6/1/23 through 12/31/23 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Dr. Pepper is a registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up, Inc.
A meal at McDonald's brings my family closer together. And now that same meal helps bring other families closer together. When we order a family bundle deal that has 40 crispy chicken McNuggets and 2 large fries, McDonald's donates 50 cents to local Florida Ronald McDonald House Charities chapters, providing a home away from home so families can stay close to their child during medical care. We can also round up our order and the extra will get donated. Food, family, and helping others? What could be better? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Shop Central Florida's largest selection of appliances like Bosch, LG, KitchenAid Cafe, Samsung Profile, and more during Southeast Steel's July 4th rebate days, where you can get exclusive rebates up to $600 only available at Southeast Steel, where you really do get the best deal.
Celebrate freedom on your free iHeartRadio app. The freedom to stream your favorite station from anywhere. The freedom to hear the artists you love on demand. And the freedom to binge the biggest podcasts of the summer. Take what you love everywhere you go. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Mecum Auctions, the world's largest collector car auction company, returns to the Osceola Heritage Park July 6th to the 9th with 1,500 vehicles at auction. Register to bid and buy advanced discount tickets at Mecum.com. Your Mecum experience begins at Mecum.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Radio.
Jury duty in just a moment, and it's a big day at the Supreme Court. There's a lot of big cases that they're about to release their decisions on over at the Supreme Court. I don't know if they plan this. Like, do you think, Mo, being an attorney, I don't know how much you know about how the U.S. Supreme Court works, like the behind-the-scenes stuff? I know you know what the Supreme Court is, obviously, but
yeah, so the Supremes.
Do you think that they, at the Supreme Court, do you think when there's going to be a controversial rendering of law that comes down or a decision, do you think that they think a lot about security and how they're going to orchestrate the release of that information, like maybe the Roe versus Wade one?
Well, and that one was obviously leaked a bit beforehand. And so I'm sure nowadays, I think they probably are thinking a lot more about security. I think some of them have really beefed up security because of the controversial nature of some of the opinions and some of the politics that are out there. So, yeah, I think they've definitely had to take that into consideration where, 30, 40 years ago, they probably didn't as much.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is there is right now, like there was a bomb threat or a suspicious package that was sent to the Supreme Court. And so they clear everybody out from in front of it. And all of it is about one of the rulings. I'm going to tell you the other ones that are on the way. But the ruling that came down today was about an affirmative action case. And there was a case between Harvard and the University of North Carolina versus the people. And it was about the admissions policies that they had at Harvard and at University of North Carolina, where they would take black students who had applied and they would accept them at shockingly higher rates than they would other students. But it's not about black students. The lawsuit was brought forward by Asian students who said that they were discriminated against. And this could be a pretty big change for any place that uses any kind of race in their policies to take in new students, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly sounds like it will be.
Yes. Well, I thought you were going to elaborate. But, all right.
That's all I got.
No need.
They said all of this is coming out very, very fast. The next 48 hours is when all these cases will be decided. So we got the affirmative action case, which was those Asian students who were saying that they were being discriminated against, and they won that. So now they say no longer can you use race as a factor to allow students to go to your school. You can still write something that you bring along with your submission letter that says how race affected you as a person. So you can still include that.
More like a life experience type thing.
Yeah, right. Like you say, this is how this shaped me, and you can add that to your, submission to try to get into Harvard or whatever school you're trying to get into. You would put that on there?
Yeah. How being white has shaped me.
It's really shaped you a lot, huh? Also, one is coming out about same-sex wedding websites. This is just like the cake thing, but this time it's a web designer named Lori Smith, who's an evangelical Christian, and she's challenging Colorado's public accommodation law on free speech grounds. Weird thing about this case, Mo, and I don't know if I've ever heard this before, but this woman, who's a web designer, doesn't have a situation where a gay person has said, I'd like you to build me a gay website. She doesn't have that.
Build me a gay website.
She's suing before any of that actually happened to her.
Oh,
which you can't.
She doesn't want to be
do.
challenged on it.
Yeah, she doesn't. She wants to know.
So then, who
ahead
the
of
hell
time.
is she suing?
She's suing the state of Colorado, which prohibits businesses that serve the public from discriminating based on sexual
I
orientation.
know who she's shooing. She's shooing the gays away. But who is she? It's hard to say.
Who is she suing? She's suing the state of Colorado.
I say it's hard to say, then you drill it.
But I thought you had to wait until the opportunity presented itself. Like if a gay couple came in and said, we want a website for our wedding, and she's like, nope, I'm not doing that morally. I'm against that. I don't want to build that website. Then you have a case now, but she's doing it preemptively.
Yeah, I'm sure her websites are like fantastic.
I've never heard of this woman before, but
I love the idea that like no one knows about your company, but you want to be preemptive and make sure that no gay people at least seek your business.
I'm just surprised that nothing had to happen to start it.
I mean, usually you're absolutely right. You can't, you have to have some sort of controversy in order to bring a lawsuit. So it can't be a theoretical lawsuit. There has to be something that happened. So I have to look into the facts of this to see
Look into it.
why they allowed this, or if there was something in the law that allowed it. Because she is basically challenging a state statute. But you're right. Normally, when you challenge something, it can't be hypothetical.
Right. It would have to be like if Sabrina said,
Make me a gay website.
At Sabrina's website shop, we do not serve sea lanes. I will not make a website for sea
That would
lanes.
never happen, Christopher.
But Sea Lane's like, I didn't ask you for a website. I didn't ask at all. And
Suing her anyway.
Yeah,
Now,
beforehand
mind
there's
you,
a lawsuit. That's
if
weird.
she loses, does that mean that she has to make websites?
Well, that would mean if she lost, that would mean if gay people approached her,
Like,
now
'cause they
she would
will.
have to do it.
You want to get trolled, lady? You just set yourself up for it.
And the amazing thing is, if that happens, if they say, no, you must make the gay website, now all the gays are going to go to this woman and be like, I want my website.
What about bisexual websites?
I don't know how this is all going to work out, but we'll see how that case goes. It's just like the Bacon the Cake one. And there's so many different stories that are going to be coming out of the Supreme Court, including student debt relief. So the plan that Biden had to get rid of $10,000 for borrowers who meet some income requirements that aren't very strict, by the way. They should be way lower. And $20,000 for Pell Grant recipients. That, whether or not 40 million people get their student debt up to those amounts forgiven, is coming down to something you're going to hear about in the next 24 hours from the Supreme Court. So lots of interesting stuff happening there.
Heads up.
No. Moses wasn't even watching. You would have whacked him with that thing.
Moses, you see what I got?
I do now.
Speaking of gay websites.
Don't show them.
Ours just became one.
This is getting uncomfortable now. Okay, let's go over here to you. There's a bunch of people who are chiming in with their dispatches. Here's One Nut the King. What do you got for me?
So, if colleges aren't allowed to use race anymore to determine who can go there, does that mean that black colleges are now going to admit white students? Interesting, because they've been blocking people by race for a long time. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Show the proof, my guy.
No, he's exactly right. That's obviously right. But is he right that this would have an impact on
Have white people
them?
been applying to those colleges and they've been denying it?
I don't know. But there's
Okay, well,
there's
then that's a
obviously
crazy statement to say.
No, there's obviously historical black colleges that are just black colleges for black students. I don't have any problem with that. I don't care. But to the point of if they're saying you can't discriminate based on admissions, would it affect those schools, Mo? Or would that depend on something else? Because
I think what they're saying is you can't give, basically when you're admitting someone into a college, they were getting extra points based on their race. And so that's why the Asians brought this lawsuit and basically said, hey, it's not fair that one race gets extra points and we don't. And so they basically eliminated that. Now, historically, black colleges, I think, still admit other races as far as I know.
Yeah.
The question becomes whether are they giving a statistical advantage to certain races, which I suspect they probably do under affirmative action, just like most universities.
So then it would
colleges
impact
did.
them as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to affect all colleges and universities.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that'll be the most interesting part of this, probably, to watch how that affects them. I seriously doubt that you're going to have a whole bunch of white people who are now trying to get into HBCUs. I just don't think that is going to be something that comes out of this. But if you did, it would have an impact because of this judgment from the Supreme Court. All right, when we come back, we got to hear from you. Your dispatches are all lined up and ready to go. Plus, Moses, are you going to hang out with us more?
Please. Got nowhere to be.
All right,
Yay.
I thought we scared you away, but I'm glad we did not. And I want to talk about...
Challenge accepted.
There is a situation in Canada that is starting to get some attention, and a text message that will reveal if you are old or not. Wait till you hear this.
Sean, you sure you want to go down this road?
Well, I already know the question, and I'm on the old side. So we'll see where you land. Maybe you're on the old side, too. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Serious crash, Orange County International Drive northbound right around Violent Avenue. That's 3 lanes blocked in that location. Still have a disabled vehicle right now blocking the right ramp lane, 408 westbound at Conway Road, exit 13. And that earlier crash in Brevard County, Rockledge to be specific, Vieira Boulevard west of 95 has been cleared. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Fontainebleau's Summer Paradise Getaway.
Fontainebleau Miami Beach is your summer paradise getaway. Unwind and renew at Lapis Spa and float among 11 pools just steps from the ocean. The possibilities are endless. Save up to 25%, plus receive up to $100 resort credit when you stay 4 nights or more, June through September. Book now at Fontainebleau.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassie's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
At Simply Safe, your safety is the only thing that matters. Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced Home Security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. The 4th of July is an important holiday for all Americans. For some husbands, however, in troubled marriages, holidays are marked more by hardship than harmony. If you're such a guy and considering divorce, know all your options. We advise, we advocate, and when necessary, we litigate.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
I'm back! And look at all the fresh from Florida produce I brought home. You have heard of fresh from Florida, right?
Fresh I have.
That's refreshing to hear.
Fresh from Florida produce is fresh as fresh can get.
And if we're going to freshen up daily meals, it's refreshing to know that locally grown fresh from Florida produce is available year-round.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air. Got anything else?
I'm fresh out.
Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com.
It's a fact. When it comes to your health care, early detection saves lives. No question about it. And when it comes to your long-term health care, you want the most information possible for sure. That's where Life Imaging FLA comes in. With Life Imaging FLA, there's no guessing game, just hard data in real time so you can create a healthcare plan that's proactive, not reactive. With my full body scan from Life Imaging FLA, I now know that I have small cysts on my kidneys, the beginnings of diverticulitis, and a moderately swollen prostate gland. That allows me to form a healthcare plan with my primary care physician to attack these issues head on. Do what I did. Call Life Imaging FLA now for your free heart scan with just a few minimum requirements. That's a $699 value. And while you're there, ask about their cancer screening as well. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, keyword free heart scan. That's pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. Don't wait another minute to make that very important appointment today. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Find high-quality healthcare in Florida at healthfinder.fl.gov. Effortlessly explore facilities based on quality measures like infection rates, surgical complications, and readmissions. Compare safety records for medical facilities like hospitals, nursing homes, and outpatient surgery centers with ease. Elevate your healthcare decisions with the transparency tool at healthfinder.fl.gov. Choose wisely, live healthy. Paid for by the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Visit millsair.com.
Why do you change your car's air filter? Because when it's clogged, it doesn't work. The same is true of your nose, the body's air filter. It's great at trapping allergens, dust, and viruses, but unless you clean it regularly, they can stay trapped, making you miserable. I'm Martin Hogue, inventor of Navage, the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs. Here's a testimonial from a verified purchaser and a big Navage fan. Quote, I've been suffering for 30 years with chronic sinus infections and allergies. I stumbled across Navage. The suction is amazing. It cleared my sinus cavities better than anything I've tried before. Unquote. Navage has over 120,000 reviews with a 4.6-star average written by people who use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Wash your body's air filter with Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-334-2266. That's 800-334-2266. 800-334-2266.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Let's break from your daily routine to chat chalk.
CHOQ.
That's CHOQ. We Americans love our coffee, but don't love the crash and jitters later. So instead, get a natural boost with chalk and make that morning boost last all day long. Chalk is clinically proven to maximize your energy, strength, and focus. Get 35% off any subscription for life with promo code BOOST at chalk.com. Boost the natural you with CHOQ.
If you suffered an injury at a place of business, dial Pound Law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. C-H-E-C-K. Check. That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Real Radio 104.1.
We're going to get to your dispatches from the News Junkie app in just a moment. You know, we got this case. There's a bunch of them now, but this case against former President Trump, Mo, for the documents and all that stuff. They released the audio this week of him talking about, yeah, these are secret documents. Interestingly enough, the document he was talking about is not one of the documents he's in trouble for.
Oh,
it's
really?
not actually one of the ones he's in trouble for, but I guess it's going to be used during the case to prove that he was being flippant with who he showed these documents.
Shows intent, essentially.
Yeah, and say, like, if he was showing these people, he probably was showing other people, yada, yada, yada. So the thing that Trump's attorneys are going to want to do moving forward is delay. Because if they delay and he wins the election, then he can just have his Justice Department stop with the case. He could just shut the case down and everything goes away. If he doesn't win, of course, he's still got big problems.
That would be a very impressive move because think about you're facing federal charges. what am I going to do? I'm going to have to become president to get myself out of this mess.
It's a lot of work, but here we go.
I would be blown away. I'd be like, wow, all right. Well.
It could happen that way. Or they just keep trying to delay. As an attorney, or you have a team of attorneys like he does, how do people do that? How do you delay these cases that for us would happen sooner, but they just keep kicking the can down the road? What do they do?
Well, there can be a number of different ways that people can delay cases. Number one can be, when you're trying to set depositions and things like that, and you're dealing with somebody like Mr. Trump. Very busy man, has a busy schedule, so maybe he's not as available as most normal people would be. And, in order to...
Lots to do.
Full schedule.
In order to prepare for trial, there has to be discovery. You have to do your depositions. You have to, get the documents that you need, all that kind of stuff. And so if, they need to take depositions of key witnesses, it may take them a longer period of time to get those scheduled and get the date secured because of those people's schedule. And you have to work around those within reason, of course.
Right.
Now,
could you just waive your right to a speedy trial?
Yeah, most people do. Most cases do waive the right to a speedy
Would you
trial.
advise
And if you do that, how long can you stretch things out? Like years and years?
Sometimes years. I mean, there was some DUI cases here in Orange County that stretched out, I think 5 or 7 years because there was all that
cow.
There's all that litigation over the breathalyzer here. And so when you get stuff like that, it can really delay
Toxalizer 5000.
There you go.
Now, in those 5 years, for example, the DUI cases, like, are they under strict observation? Like, are you doing some sort of time served or probation, or they're have the capability of driving freely and perhaps under the influence?
Well, hopefully they're not driving.
Hopefully
freely
not,
under the
because it's
influence.
illegal.
But usually, if you're going to waive your right to speedy trial, in most cases, you're probably going to be out on bond. You're not going to want to sit in jail for 5 years while you wait your
if you were in
DUI
jail, you
case,
wanted to go as fast as possible.
Right. So you have to kind of look at the strategy there. But once you're out on bond, as a defendant, typically it's kind of in your interest to delay things, especially if you think there might be a probable basis that you might be found guilty, and you're trying to delay that sentence. It all depends on the circumstances, of course, but usually as a defendant in any case, you want to delay it because you're in the same situation you are.
You want to delay it so you can run for governor and pardon yourself.
You're onto a whole new avenue here.
Celine's running for president.
Imagine all of the crimes I can get away with. All I have to do is become the most powerful person afterwards, and that's it. Just get everybody to vote for me. So that's they're going to try to delay as long as they can, and that'll probably be very expensive, I would imagine.
Oh yeah,
the more you're just kicking that can down the road. They say this text message reveals a major sign that you are getting old, but does it really? Let's see together here. This says, research shows young people are seriously struggling in one essential area, and it's causing big problems at work and in their daily lives. This week, I was trying to arrange a standard midweek bar catch-up, and my friend's response was proof that we were getting old. He said, Tuesday night dinner, anyone, ? I'm sorry, this is really lame. I've totally done this. I'm sorry, this is really lame, but I have like 5 HelloFresh meals that I have to eat before I can go to Newcastle this weekend. And they said, if you have to budget your time and hang out with your friends because you got a fridge full of like the pre-made meals, this is a sign that something has gone wrong for you.
That and like come up with more creative excuses not to go hang out anywhere.
I've totally been there though, where Courtney and I are like, we have to work through this so we don't waste any of this stuff. We've got to cook these right
food
now.
all the time.
The HelloFresh thing is like something where we're like, let's make sure we actually eat these. Otherwise, let's order less.
Now, should you ever find yourself in that situation, I will take the prepared food that Courtney makes.
They're good. They're very, very good.
I don't doubt it. I just I am constantly...
You want a handout, but you still want Courtney to cook
I was just going to say.
I don't cook,
look,
man. I don't
I'm not making them, so I'm in the same boat.
I made a solid grilled cheese sandwich, but that was the first time that I had put a pan to that stove in months. It's just so much easier.
Mayonnaise or butter?
Butter.
My dad did the mayonnaise thing. I always thought that was weird.
Mayonnaise is great lightly for a grilled cheese, though. It does crisp very nicely.
My dad swore by it, and I think a lot of people do. But Courtney's on this weird kick now. We just watched this show. I can't remember what show it was.
The Bear.
No, it might have been The Bear, actually, but I don't know.
It's the only cooking show I can think of.
We watched this show recently.
Murder, She Wrote.
It wasn't Murder, She Wrote.
That's
Murder,
the
She
sign
Cooked.
you're getting old.
I forgot which one it was. Maybe somebody will remember when I say this. But this woman is like forgetting her memories. It's the new one with the lady from Handmaid's Tale, Elizabeth.
Okay.
Whatever her name is.
Scientologist?
Shue.
Yeah, Elizabeth Shue.
No.
Whatever her name is.
Elizabeth, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she is. She's in this new show, and in it, she has like major memory issues, and there's like timeline skipping and stuff. And she goes, "Your favorite thing. We're gonna have your favorite thing for dinner tonight." And her partner makes her a fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So like a grilled cheese, but just with peanut butter and jelly inside. And now Courtney's like ready to go. She's like, I'm getting all this stuff.
Sure it's delicious.
I'm getting
Sounds
the peanut
good.
butter and
Fry
jelly.
anything, it's good.
Yeah, it's true. It works out as long as you got some flavor going on, and I'm sure it'll be delicious. But she's obsessed with this thing right now. Mo, let's talk about some stuff here.
Battered and then fried?
I think it's done just like a grilled cheese, but inside, like you put the butter, the mayonnaise on it, and all that. You do all this stuff the same, but inside is not cheese; it's peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, so it's a grilled peanut butter.
It's a
and jelly
grilled
sandwich.
peanut butter and jelly
I'm thinking
sandwich.
like get the deep fryer out and
drop it in there. Well, that would be good too. I'd try that.
I think it would burn the crap out of your mouth.
Probably, but you got to live life on
Deal
the
with
edge.
it, yeah.
man.
Deal with that
Peanut
later.
butter.
Gotta be a wild man. Let's talk about a couple of things going on with the DeWitt Law Firm. Number one, the time is ticking here for teachers to get in on this free cruise. And I know we got some shy teachers out there who don't want to recommend themselves or put themselves up for this free cruise. Stop that right now. Get over there and get your shot at getting this free cruise vacation from Mo DeWitt, because you deserve this. He's trying to help you out, for God's sake. If you have somebody who's a teacher in your life and this summer you want to reward them, you can still go over to the website and you can put that teacher up to get the cruise. Mo, where could people do this? What do they need to do? What's going on with all this as the time is ticking?
So you can go to justcallmo.com, and I think you'll see a little button that says free cruise or something like that.
Win a cruise.
Win a cruise, thank you.
Close to the top right.
He knows your website better than you do.
C-Lane, did you register for this?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
He's taught us so much, C-Lane.
He's not a teacher. He doesn't qualify, right?
Oh, he teaches
Correct.
people sometimes.
Well, let's get into that. What actually is a teacher? Is a guitar teacher a teacher?
It's anyone who teaches at a school from kindergarten on up
to 12th grade.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
All right.
So,
So no college professor.
Good college.
I don't read the rules to the contest.
The college professors don't need any cruises. They're doing
As
fine.
soon as we go to break, Moses is like, hey guys, can you stop asking me all these questions?
What we need to do is we need to reward those teachers who are helping out the young kids, right? The
ones who have the tough
public school
job out
teachers,
there.
private school teachers. And they just go to the website and they put in their information.
Yeah, so if you're a teacher, you can nominate yourself. Don't be shy about that. But if you know a teacher that you want to nominate, you can go on there and nominate them as well. And then at the end of the month, we're going to pick a teacher and send them on a cruise.
Who gets to pick the winner?
We have a board of directors of 372 people who will
And
review.
he hasn't asked us to be
We
on
have
it.
never had a discussion about being on the board of directors at DeWitt Law, but I think we would all be pretty good at it, honestly.
I would be good at it
Sure.
for the first 2 meetings, and then I'd be like, Moses, I don't know if I can do this.
This is uncomfortable. I'm not supposed to be here. So go over to the justcallmo.com website, and as teachers, submit yourself or submit somebody else you think's a great teacher who deserves this cruise. Have you figured out where the cruise is going, or is that another bad
No,
question?
they get to pick it.
Oh, they get to pick where they want to go?
Yeah.
That's very nice of you, Moses.
Paris.
Cruise guy and-
I'm picking like
The old cruise goes
European
to Paris.
river cruise. Yeah, there's cruises that go to Paris. There's cruises that go all over Europe. It's just really expensive.
Yeah, my parents are on a European cruise right now.
Are they right now? How much?
Yeah,
which
because
cruise
they
line?
continue to. I don't even know. I just know all the show-off moments that they continue to send. We're in Barcelona now. This morning was, we're in the spot where Napoleon was born, but we're going to stay on the cruise and relax.
That's a nice cruise.
And I go, stop texting me.
Can they get one of those?
I don't know about that. We're limited to more lake cruises. We take
You
out
are
to Lake
digging a
Apopka.
deep hole, man.
No, I called about that friggin' or Austin called for us because they have was it Mount Doro where they have the paddle boat?
Like a riverboat?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like you go out for the day. It's usually weddings and stuff. And Austin's like, you guys could do a live show from the paddle boat. And he goes, you want me to ask how much? And I said, sure, let's see how much it is. And the paddle boat for 4 hours was $4,000. And I thought, that's a little pricey.
It is.
All they have is like charcuterie
But it comes with
boards.
everything.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't come with barely anything. You get like charcuterie boards and like a couple bottles of wine or something.
Okay, that sounds nice.
Is very for $4,000. Get your paddle boat out of here. Give me a yacht for $4,000.
Come on a yacht.
I want something really fancy.
You are such a diva.
That's not a diva. I'm saying I want something better for $4,000. This is ridiculous.
3 times.
This is way too much. All right.
3 times.
Also, shop.justcallmo.com. That's where you can get all the swag. And
great swag. Quality swag.
How many items do you have? I know you have the travel
Pajama
bag.
pants. Got the travel bag now, which was a huge hit at Bonnaroo. I got
Nice.
all the compliments.
Good.
Yes, and it's like very sturdy for the dust.
Everybody says that they're built very well.
It's
I got
super
magnets
well
for
made.
days. Hats was a big one.
There's tons of products. I don't even know how many products are on there now.
I'm looking right now. We got a
Wow.
14 pages of products on there.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a few hundred
Damn.
products at this point.
No, this is one of
Moses.
2. Mine says page 1 of 2, but maybe I'm on the wrong one.
I think you are.
I'm on all products, though. It says Mo Note Cube.
No, that's
Cinco de Mo-
Infowars.com. Go
Note
to
cube.
Moses' site.
What's a Note Cube?
It's like a little sticky note cube thing that you pull the sticky notes
and you
off
peel
of.
them off and right. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
it's got
cool.
my face on the
That
side
is
of it.
nifty.
I got
Nice.
one on my desk.
I'm
Cinco
sorry.
de Mo waterproof travel bag.
And then that's
Fantastic.
you wrote the motorcycle book or no?
Yeah.
Motorcycle book, divorce book.
Yeah, he's got 2 books that he wrote.
Good for
There's-
you.
There's 4th of July magnets. There's both of the hot sauces. And then my favorite new thing is
the bathing suit.
Not the Summer of Mo magnet. That's great. But the women's bathing suit. I want to see somebody rocking this thing. And Mo said there's already been some sold.
It should be.
And we now have a matching men's swim trunks
The
collection as well.
trunks are sweet.
And the shirt you're wearing right now, the Just Call Mo for Life shirt, which you could check out.
And you can get that free right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, $0.00. I'm gonna get me one of these.
I already ordered one of
Texting
those.
Mo right now.
What are you doing? Mo could have got you one.
Save one for
While
me.
you're right now, you're making him pay shipping and stuff.
I paid the shipping.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Oh,
they are
Whoa.
free. You do have to pay the shipping.
That's
so.
still not bad. That's a great deal.
But if
I
you want some
also-
in the office, we'll give you one for free.
I also threw in an order for some of those Just Call Mo Cinco de Mo swim trunks.
Those are nice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff on here that's
I feel like your
that's
balls
free.
are going to hang out of the top.
They might. But go check it out. Shop.justcallmo.com. Shop.justcallmo.com and get yours now. What's going on over there?
You know that I ordered women's or men's swim trunks, right?
They're short.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
And you have those really low hanging testicles.
How do you know this?
I regretted what I said at first, but I did just double down with confidence.
You know, I've never seen Sea Lane's testicles, so I don't know either way how this goes. You guys have had
I'm going to
some...
walk out the room real quick to use the bathroom.
No, I don't
Go
want
in and take advantage of it.
You guys have had some bathroom run-ins, but I think it's always been Sea Lane opening the door on you, Sabrina.
Yeah,
so
and he saw my balls. for
there,
sure.
there wouldn't be the inverse of this happening.
Right. Unless I
Yeah.
just drop trowel before I get in the bathroom.
Could you imagine if you're just walking by the aquarium, but you're already pants down,
Well,
ready to pee-pee?
I know
That's what
that
I
he has
almost
done
did
it.
after the next episode.
Look
'cause-
how uncomfortable Moses is right now.
I just want to
sorry.
assure everybody that the Cinco de Mo swim trunks do cover most testicles.
Perfect. I love that.
There could be an anomaly out there.
There could be an anomaly,
Yeah,
but for most people-
yeah, this is going to work for you just fine.
I see what you did there. Moe's people. Can you- So I will be taking tomorrow off.
No, we got one more day. We got this. All right, how many segments?
I
Sea
will
Lane?
be useless.
Oh my gosh, we have 14 segments.
14 segments, baby. We got this. 14. The next couple are going to be garbage, so stick around if you want.
The tease, Nick.
No,
the tease.
we've got Moses DeWitt. We're going to force him to hang out with us more. Plus, an update on that situation on the subway in New York with the ex-Marine Daniel Penny, and another case that just happens that's exactly like it, which should be interesting to watch. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Holding your virtual hand as the world crumbles. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
I-4, a big problem right now eastbound. We have a crash before Florida's Turnpike, blocking the left-hand lane. Orange County still has that crash. International Drive northbound around Vineland Avenue, a couple of lanes blocked there. And that traffic from that earlier huge crash on eastbound I-4 before 27 has traffic still slow through that area and well beyond 429. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season right now. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
Well, it is hot outside, and it's important that your AC is working right. It's important that it works perfectly every single time. You deserve that much. If you're out there working hard, it's the least you could ask for. But you don't know right now, with the heat going up so much, how often your AC is struggling in the background. And that's why you need preventative maintenance from Mills Air. Sign up on the website, millsair.com, and you'll see the experience, just like I did, is fantastic. The studio AC wasn't working. Thank God it's working right now with the temps outside. But it wasn't for a while. And they sent over Mo from Mills Air, and he took the whole thing apart. He went above and beyond, and he explained why everything was working the way it was and how much life there was left in the unit. That's what they could do with preventative maintenance at Mills Air. Find out about the problem before it happens. If you didn't do that, and it's after it happens, don't worry. Their techs can service any brand out there, so they'll get you up and running. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer, so big rebates are coming your way. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to family owned and operated Mills Air. 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
So there I was, deep in the heart of the jungle. You know, solving all the puzzles, doing my thing. Then I see it, the lost treasure of Simia. I grab it and hightail it out of there in my Nissan Rogue. Suddenly, arrows. Fire. Now, I know this may sound like an epic tale of adventure, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. The temple crumbles, boom, crash, but I'm too fast with my trusty VC turbo engine.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select 2023 Nissan Rogue trims. Availability is limited. Shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. For well-qualified buyers, 0% APR financing for 36 months on new 2023 Rogue, excluding S-Trim and dealer stock. Example, 36 months financing at $27.78 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. N7523.
I'm back! And look at all the fresh from Florida produce I brought home.
Fresh from Florida produce, as fresh can get.
It's refreshing to know that locally grown fresh from Florida produce is available year-round.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air.
Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
It's a fact. When it comes to your health care, early detection saves lives. No question about it. And when it comes to your long-term health care, you want the most information possible for sure. That's where Life Imaging FLA comes in. With Life Imaging FLA, there's no guessing game, just hard data in real time so you can create a healthcare plan that's proactive, not reactive. With my full body scan from Life Imaging FLA, I now know that I have small cysts on my kidneys, the beginnings of diverticulitis, and a moderately swollen prostate gland. That allows me to form a healthcare plan with my primary care physician to attack these issues head on. Do what I did. Call Life Imaging FLA now for your free heart scan. With just a few minimum requirements, that's a $699 value. And while you're there, ask about their cancer screening as well. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, keyword free heart scan. That's pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. Don't wait another minute to make that very important appointment today. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Find high-quality healthcare in Florida at healthfinder.fl.gov. Effortlessly explore facilities based on quality measures like infection rates, surgical complications, and readmissions. Compare safety records for medical facilities like hospitals, nursing homes, and outpatient surgery centers with ease. Elevate your healthcare decisions with the transparency tool at healthfinder.fl.gov. Choose wisely, live healthy. Paid for by the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration.
Summer at Racetrack. The sun's out and savings are in. We've got the deals to keep you deal-lighted all summer long. Stop in and buy any 20-ounce bottle of soda and sip on another for only $1. But the party doesn't stop there. Snag one slice of pizza and get another for only $1. More soda and more pizza. Saving money never tasted so good. Now that's how you make summer deal-lightful. Racetrack. Whatever gets you going. Restrictions apply. Limited time only while supplies last. See store for details.
St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra. It might feel like there's not enough time to take everything in. Because once you're done exploring 42 miles of pristine coast, marveling at historical architecture, and enjoying world-class food. It'll be time to check out and head home. But that's okay. You can always stay just one more day. Visit FloridasHistoricCoast.com to learn more. It's about time.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Injured? Hire the largest injury firm in the world. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
What's the verdict? Are you the Peloton master yet? Or
God, why do you have to call me out on that?
What? How's
was a
that
private
calling you out?
conversation.
That wasn't a private conversation. We talked about that on air.
Yeah.
We discussed that.
Thank
I
you,
just want to
T-Lane.
know if you've used the Peloton. Are you now a Peloton master?
No, I'm not. I mean, you are saying this because I did blow up Courtney's phone yesterday.
No, I didn't know. She just told me you texted her. I don't know what it was about.
I did. So I finally plugged it in.
Uh-huh.
I did plug it in. And I had adjusted it because right now I believe that with my ADHD, if I don't like physically see it in a place that really in my house doesn't look great,
Right.
that I'll put it in a room and never
Right.
look at it.
That's probably a problem a lot of people
Until I
make.
get into the routine of it.
That's probably a problem that a lot of people run into, that you just bury it in like some
Yeah.
guest room or something.
So I don't want to do that. So I set it up, but then I had to put the mat under it, and then something slipped from under me. By the way, that thing weighs 500
Yeah,
pounds.
they're very heavy.
It slams
But
on the ground.
it's like a nice piece of equipment. It's really well made.
And Carl was so terrified.
Oh, no.
That he hid under the bed for the remainder of the night. So I plugged it in, I set up my little account, and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to start doing it. And it's very confusing. I don't know if like I have to sign up for a live class, and if I don't get there on time, are they going to like allow me in, or are they going to shame me live on the thing? And then I'm looking at classes, and they're like, here, look at this thing from 2020. So I text Courtney. She explained how to do it. I've got it plugged in. I haven't actually been on top of it yet.
I have good news for you.
What's that?
To beat C-Lane and myself, all you have to do it is twice.
Okay.
That's all you have to
Not
do.
bad.
I don't. Moses, did you ever fall into the world of the Peloton?
I have not.
Has
I've
it pulled
avoided
you
that
in?
world so far.
Do you have like those? Everybody gets these home workout things, and it is so easy to just like all of a sudden you're hanging your clothes on it or
This
whatever.
is my first foray. Now I did get the Nintendo Switch had the ring game that you worked out at. I
Right.
did that a couple times, and then obviously it went back into the box that it
Look,
stays in now. But
I've seen some people use this very successfully. Our friend
Yeah,
Daniel
Dan
Dennis, he's like hardcore on it and has done really, really well from the photos I see.
and the most attractive part about the Peloton is, or any
I
sort
thought you
of
were going to say
like,
about Daniel Dennis.
is that he
So
looks,
many attractive
he looks
parts.
damn good.
How do I love thee, Daniel Dennis? Let me count the ways.
All the ways. Do we have time for that? But I will say, like, I want to get back into, like, in shape and in the sense of, like, just get my body back to where it's at. Exercise is good.
Yeah.
And what I don't want to do is go to a gym.
Yeah.
I don't want to, like, try to figure out and have to read all the directions. I have no interest in doing anything exercise related in public. So
No.
I think that the Peloton will work in my favor.
I'm totally with you on that. I think like the idea of being in a room with a bunch of other people working out,
or
working out
running
alone
outside.
Is,
Or just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, but if I'm gonna
Same
do it,
here,
Mo,
dude.
I want to do it under like certain circumstances that make
Oh,
it
yeah.
a little
Yeah.
better. It's like when I told you guys the story about Courtney was going to this personal trainer, and this jackass would have her doing things because he didn't have his own facility. So he'd go, okay, take the big
Giant
medicine
trash
ball and run down the sidewalk in front of the store. There's like all these cars, and you look like an idiot out there holding this big workout ball.
I see those people.
That's embarrassing.
I used to, we had the recreational softball for years, and then COVID happened, and that team completely dissipated.
Yeah.
And then I realized 3 years later, I haven't done anything.
Well, that's good. That's really good.
So my goal is, I got Beyonce coming up in August, mid-August.
Yeah.
I want, a fit body for that, so I can wear, a crop top
Well,
or something.
it's not like you needed to lose weight.
I just want to be,
trying to get
tone.
some, six-pack?
No, not even. Just not
Why'd
jiggling.
you shake off a six-pack so much?
Because that's a lot.
That seems like a lofty goal. Yeah, that seems like dedication.
I just want to wear a crop top without Spanx on.
Right. I see you. Yeah.
I mean, we'll see how it
good
goes.
for you. That's fantastic. It's a good thing to do. And
if we could take Wednesday off, then I could really get into my
that
regimen.
has nothing to do with this. You got all these days this long weekend. You got plenty of time to
but
do
I'm
it.
supposed to drink during those.
I say good for you. I say that's fantastic.
Thanks. I mean, let's not go crazy yet. I haven't I haven't looked at a class yet.
Well, Courtney was talking the other day about how people get these kind of pieces of gym equipment at their house, and then they end up putting them at their end of their driveway.
Mm-hmm.
And I channeled C-Lane the best I could, and I actually'd her so hard.
Oh, how was it? It felt good, huh?
I know why you do it now, C-Lane. I felt on top of the world. She goes, the most common thing that you see at the end of somebody's driveway is one of these home workout machines that they're giving up
the
on.
bench press.
And they don't want it anymore. And I go, the most common thing you see at the end of somebody's driveway is a mailbox.
Oh.
And then she's like, no, I mean, it's just one of them. And I go, or a garbage can.
Hey.
Or a recycle bin.
Or a road.
Speaking of the garbage bins, have you seen, it's this 13-year-old boy in Texas.
Yeah.
It's going viral, and I've multiple outlets have now picked up the story about how he's gonna he's doing his own thing, small business, and he's cleaning out people's bins.
Okay, that's a good service.
Is it why do
Aren't
we
they gross? Don't they get kind of gross
they get
afterwards?
gross. There's companies you can hire to clean it.
Do we need to clean it?
Kind of with you. I'm sure they probably get pretty smelly and people want to clean them after a while.
That boy is his full body is in it trying to
Oh,
clean out.
God, he's diving in it?
And I go, great. I love that you made the news, but you're also sleeping outside, you nasty ass. You smell disgusting.
Yeah, that's gross. So I wouldn't do that.
Good luck with your friends.
Get yourself a pressure cleaner, for God's sake.
Yeah, make an investment.
And then it sprays in your eyes?
Step it up,
Goggles.
man.
I'm waiting for the autonomous trash can that just kind of moves itself from your house to the driveway and then back.
We're so close.
I think we are.
so
Now we're
close to
talking.
this technology.
Maybe your next Mo merch is going to be an autonomous trash can.
You know, the weirdest thing is
Just get a Roomba and then screw your trash can to it, and then you just have to get it to go only one way back. And
I've
back and
never
forth.
had this in my entire life, but there's a situation in Orlando. It's new for me, and it's basically your house comes attached to a trash can and a recycle bin, and so everybody just has the same exact trash can. Growing up, we did not have that. Everybody would go to Home Depot or something and get
buy their own.
Yeah, you get a big ass trash can, and then you would use it that way. And here it's I'm thinking everybody in the city has one of these damn things.
Right, because we pay towards it.
Yeah, you're definitely paying for it. Trust me, nothing is free anymore. Certainly not this. All right, real quick, let's talk about the update on Daniel Penny and this New York City subway chokehold case that's going on, because Jordan Neely died as a result of what happened on that train. He pled not guilty in the courtroom, and they said that there's some more video, which is interesting to me. They got more bystander video. Mo, how do the authorities or attorneys or anybody who's involved in this stuff, how do you go around after an event like this and try to find all that footage from anybody who was there and their cell phones and all that stuff? How do you
Without
track
it being
everybody
online
down?
immediately.
Yeah, if you just said at a press conference, go to blah, blah, blah.com and upload your footage, fine. But they have to just track down random people on this video on the subway, I guess, right?
Yeah, I think they look at the subway video cameras there, and they probably identify people, and then go out and pound the pavement and interview them, try to get a hold of them, see if they captured anything, had any video, and ask them about it.
That's crazy.
And hopefully they cooperate and give it to them, but if not, they can subpoena it.
Yeah, it just seems like a lot that you have to track all those people down. But then they said they got 2 additional videos, I believe, from other subway riders, so they can use these in court. And we'll see where that case goes. But there was another one kind of similar to it in New York City, and this one went totally different. Jordan Williams, a 20-year-old man who was accused of fatally stabbing a New York City subway rider, is going to avoid prosecution. The grand jury declined to indict him. They said that this guy was going crazy on the subway train, and he was alleged to have punched Williams' girlfriend and been harassing other passengers. And while he did that, he pulled out a knife and he stabbed the guy and killed the crazy dude. And in his case, the grand jury said, nope, no manslaughter, no weapons charges for this guy. They agreed that he was defending himself. Only difference there would be that he punched the girlfriend or whatever, and that was the impetus for this response. And also, Mo, we talked about the story in Chicago where the woman was inside this little restaurant, like a little walk-in restaurant, fast food place, and she is getting into it with some random dude. And she texted her son, come in here, and her son comes inside the restaurant, and this guy is decking his mother. He's like punching the mother in the face hard multiple times.
Was it confirmed that she had texted her son, come in and grab the, bring the gun?
I don't know exactly what she texted him, but she texted him something to the effect of, come inside, right? Like, come inside here. And he had a gun on him. And when he went in, he saw his mother getting hit, and he shot the guy a couple of times. And then the crazy part, because there was no charges in this, the guy runs out of the restaurant, and he chased after him, shooting him in the back and stuff. And I don't know if the guy, I don't remember if he died or not. You guys remember?
He did. It was a murder charge.
He did? Okay. Yeah, you're right, because they did arrest the mother and the son first on murder charges, and then they dropped all the charges.
And now Nicki Minaj is going to pay for his college.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah.
All right. But that was weird to me, because I'm like, it seems like at least chasing after the guy who was running away would be something.
Yeah, that's where it can be a fine line. And I think it just kind of depends on the circumstances, whether they bring charges or not. Maybe they, for some reason thought there was still a threat there. But yeah, typically when you shoot someone in the back, that's there's no threat usually.
Yeah, it appears that the person was in the act of heading the other direction when all this happened.
But every time we bring this up, there's a whole bunch of texts that are like, nobody's talking about the 14-year-old having a gun.
I don't know what the situation, why he had a gun or whether it was his mother's gun. Yeah, they didn't say anything about that.
I didn't realize it was a 14-year-old.
Is there a moment, though, when it comes to, this is a different state, but defending your life or that of your loved one, doesn't matter your age?
Typically, not really. I think the question here is, why did the 14-year-old have access to a gun? That's what kind of raises some eyebrows as far as, typically when you have a minor, while they can, use a gun with adult supervision and, be trained on how to use firearms, typically you don't want to have a gun readily available to a minor. We've kind of seen some cases like that where that's obviously gone very wrong.
Yeah, like that 6-year-old.
Yeah, and look, I think there's some problems with this story and the situation in general. But when I look at it, I go, if you found that he acted lawfully in shooting this person, then going backwards and trying to find other crimes doesn't seem fair. Like, oh, he had some marijuana in his pocket. Right. Like that doesn't.
It shows that he was responsible with the firearm and used it in an appropriate manner. If they obviously found that. Yeah, the shooting was justified.
Yeah, you have to go by what the prosecutor says. The prosecutors in a lot of these cities, some cities were just failing to go after anybody for particular crimes, and that is a mess. But other people saying, I had a gun at 14. I don't think you had a handgun.
Cool.
Right? You're not allowed to have a gun at 14.
I know a lot of kids who have guns, have access to guns, but we've obviously seen cases where, minors do have access to guns, and the parents get charged because they use them for something that's bad.
Hell, they have rifles specifically made for little kids. There's a company
what side's that from?
Not a BB, but an actual rifle. And on the website that I went to,
first rifle.
Yeah, it's basically my first rifle. And you see all these little kids holding their little rifles, and it's a whole different world.
My rifle.
When we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday.
Registry ceiling?
Baby gun, not put on the registry
That's
yet.
Smart idea on your part, I think. All that coming up next on the News Junkie.
Facebook may have changed how it looks, but we still remain your source for the content you never knew you needed or wanted. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook, powered by Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
Hey everybody, Jamie King with you now, Fox 35 Storm Center. Want to update you on this Thursday as we approach midday here in Central Florida. Weather details for the rest of the day, mostly sunny, hot weather, 95 degrees, your high for the inland areas, a little cooler at the beaches in the upper 80s. Rain chance by this afternoon and early evening at about 10%, mainly dry and hot today. Mostly clear, warm tonight, lows to 75. On our Friday, a rain chance 10%, hot highs at 94, and 95 Saturday at the rain chance at 20%. For Fox 35, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Take 5 Oil Change. At Take 5, they're faster than you think. They'll change your oil and have you back to working on your farmer's tan faster than you can choose the right SPF. Stop by one of their locations for a full synthetic oil change to help your car beat the heat. Take 5, the stay-in-your-car 10-minute oil change.
Did you know that mortgage guy Don does a live radio show every Saturday? That is right, each week on Saturday mornings. Right here on Real Radio 104.1, Don and his crew, they're answering your questions live on the air on the Home Loans Radio Show. If you're busy on Saturday mornings, don't you worry. You got a shot to listen to all of the informative episodes, over 190 to be exact, right there on thatmortgageguyDon.com. Or, of course, wherever you download podcasts, just search the Home Loans Radio Show with That Mortgage Guy Don. Now, the cool thing is that Don and his crew, they are answering questions live, but they're also pulling back the curtain on the mortgage business. They're explaining the real mortgage process to you because he wants you to know how it works. He has your best interest in mind. He's going to treat you like a human, not like a number like the other mortgage companies would. Now, chances are very good that you're leaving money on the table, so let that mortgage guy Don get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. Start the process today by going to, of all places, thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Attention business owners, was your company impacted during COVID? If you had W-2 employees during 2020 and 2021, you may be entitled for up to $26,000 per employee through the Employee Retention Credit Program. This is not alone. The IRS paid back billions already. We've helped thousands of businesses just like yours, so let us help you. At ERC Business Solutions, we make it simple. We do it all for you, so you won't have to worry about the complex application process. There's absolutely no risk. If you don't get paid, we don't get paid. Most businesses do qualify, even those with no decline in revenues or those that already got PPP. Discover how much you can claim. There's no cost or obligation. Call now. 800-375-1175. That's 800-375-1175. Get up to $26,000 per employee. Call 800-375-1175. 800-375-1175.
The Home Depot and Behr are there for pros and now offer same-day or next-day delivery on top-rated Behr paints, stains, and primers. Get the most trusted paint brand in America delivered straight to your job site and spend less time stressing and more time painting. Contact a Behr Pro Paint Specialist to schedule your paint delivery today. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. Limitations may apply, not available in all markets. See store for details. Ranked most trusted paint brand based on 2023 Life Story Research.
Look, some choices in life are complicated. Others, thankfully, are much simpler, like choosing Truist One Checking. There are no overdraft fees, lots of practical perks, and when your life evolves and account balances grow, we'll upgrade your perks automatically. Truist One Checking. One simple choice. Truist Bank. Member FDIC.
I won over $500,000 playing slots. I do this full time and I would not change it for the world. It's fun and I win. I win a lot.
It happens every day. Regular people are winning every single day. Whether it's $500 or $50,000, anybody can win. Because when they win, I feel like I'm winning.
I came one night, hit the double downs, had a couple of good runs, and won about $300,000.
Anybody could win at Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa.
Must be 21 to play slots or table games. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack.
You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Hey, you want to get a Big Green Egg? The best place to go by far is Wassy's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassy's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wassysmeatmarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
Want to improve your marksmanship while saving ammo and saving money? Get better faster with the Mantis X Dry Fire Training System.
It's time to shoot tighter groups.
The Mantis X Dry Fire Training System.
Score 97, bang on the money.
The Mantis X is a smart sensor that fits any weapon with a rail or adapter, pairing to your smartphone or tablet. Analyzes your shooting and tells you how to improve.
Mantis.
94% of shooters improve after just 20 minutes.
X.
Go to MantisX.com.
MantisX.com.
From iHeart Podcasts, Supreme, The Battle for Roe, tells the story of the unlikely champions behind the landmark case Roe v. Wade, starring Maya Hawke as 26-year-old lead attorney Sarah Weddington.
We're challenging the Texas abortion laws in federal court.
And Academy Award nominee William H. Macy as Supreme Court Justice Harry Blackmun.
Time is not the most important factor. Getting it right is.
Listen to the podcast Supreme, The Battle for Roe on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season right now. Look for the Sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
Final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday.
How many more segments?
13, well, including this.
Yeah, including this one.
Very, very soon, 12. And tomorrow's going to be a wild show. I feel it in my bones. It's going to be a good time.
I feel it in my loins.
We got Mo. Somebody sent us is a Bushmills bottle over here for 10 years on the show. 10 years with Moses, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you, Moses, for being our longest standing sponsor.
Man, it makes me feel old.
It's quite the honor.
We've been doing this for 10 damn years.
Is this the time he tells
10 years
us
of our
I'm
life
out?
down the drain.
I know. Tell me about
Look how
it.
far we've come, though, Mo. Look at us go, right? So we're just going to have some fun tomorrow, have some drinks, party down. I had something
Sean's
with
ready
skipping.
to get blacked out, but then watch this, and I put $5 on it, that you're going to be like, no, I have to control the show. I'm not taking a
Well,
shot.
I don't want to go so crazy that I just turn into Slosh Fest over here. I got to be able to
You've
talk.
been talking about how we want to go Slosh Fest
I-
all week.
I do. Do they want us to go Slosh Fest, do you think? Or do they want us to stay in the lane?
Well, want you to be responsible.
Let's pretend we're in trouble.
They're never going to say that.
We know that
Slosh Fest, yes, is going to fill the whole chair.
our immediate boss is out of town.
Uh-huh.
And we know that a lot of the people that would normally be working in the building,
They're all out.
have
They're all
a day
gone.
off.
Tomorrow, they're all gone.
So
Slosh Fest!
Slosh Fest! Slosh Fest! Yeah. It's going to get weird tomorrow. I feel it, man. It's going to be fun.
Now I'm sad I'm not going to be here.
And my plums.
Moses, feel free to stop by. Oh, you're going out.
Yeah, I'm out of town.
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
Well, next time, we'll definitely do that in the future.
Is anyone here in town?
Just you guys.
It looks like we're the only ones working.
If nobody's listening, nobody's hanging out with us, let's just rip
Let's
roaring
get paid.
drunk at this thing. Let's just take it as far as we can. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the final dispatches. Here's Shelby Dawn chiming in.
Hey, junkies. Just wanted to say I love you guys. Love the show.
Thank you. That was sweet.
Thank you.
Right to the point.
Nice
Here's
gal.
G-Jip with Shady Lady as a description. Hello?
Regarding Homegirl and her wedding website,
Uh-huh.
did she or did she not just get you to give her free publicity over the radio? Who's to say that's not what she's doing?
Who's homegirl?
No, we didn't talk about her website, or we didn't mention any company stuff. Just
Yeah.
said her name.
Yeah, good luck.
I don't even
figuring-
remember her name.
I don't think this is a great way to promote your business, honestly.
No.
Being attached to a case like this is
But
not
then
really
again,
good.
like, there is a group of people that will be like, "You're not making gay websites.
No,
Make mine."
There's always, oh God, I hate this kind of stuff because there's always people who get riled up by this, but that can't last long. That's not like a good long-term business plan ever. That's why I say all these damn companies should just stay so far away from politics. Just get out of this nonsense.
Slosh fest,
Slosh Fest is way better.
Slosh fest.
Here's funny name.
So, if affirmative action goes away and colleges can't accept by race, and a bunch of white kids start going to HBCUs, would that be gentrification?
Same argument. Same argument as the other guy. We already went over that.
I almost thought, did we got to play this guy already?
No, it's a different one. Here's the
That's
first
why
time.
not everyone can have a radio show.
This dispatcher is Jane Eric. What? Hello?
Hi, this is my first dispatch. That story that you were talking about with the Daytona Beach Shores Police,
Yeah.
those were actually 2 police officers for the Shores Police that brought in their child to do that.
Yeah.
They're not married, but they live together, and the child is theirs together. They're both
Out of
cops
wedlock?
today. They brought their child into the Shores Police Department and did that themselves, and then were reported by other officers.
That's so weird, man.
So not a lot of going on.
If
Not
you-
a lot of going on.
If you didn't hear the story earlier, this was this couple, I guess, that were police officers, and their 3-year-old wasn't potty trained, so they were like yelling at him and fake arresting him and like putting him in a jail cell and stuff so they could get him to stop pooping his pants. It's just insanely strange. All right, you know what? All the things made the cut and all that good stuff. Mo, thank you for hanging out with us.
Thank you for
having
being
me.
with us for the last 10 years.
Now, for
Appreciate ya.
once, Moses, I want you to beat them at Today I Learned. You just
It's not going to happen.
You
I'm
got
terrible
this.
at this game.
You could
You
do
got
it.
this.
I
Here we
won't-
go.
I won't speak.
Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Thursday, June 29th, 2023. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Today I Learned this band right here. Mo, if you're late, you're in a
Rush.
Rush
There
is
you go.
correct.
Oh,
yes.
I said sticks.
Today,
I'm
Today
like,
I learned-
most, it sticks.
after Rush's 1975 album Caress of Steel had some disappointing sales, Mercury Records considered dropping the band altogether. However, they were allowed to make one more album. Despite pressure from the label to go commercial, Rush ignored them and in 1976 released 2112 or 2112,
Okay.
which was their breakthrough prog rock album.
Hell yeah, son.
It was a huge success, slapping the bass and all that good stuff.
Love it about.
Today I learned sonar is lethal. At 235 decibels, vibrations can rupture your lungs and cause brain hemorrhaging. And if it hemorrhaged enough, you would be dead after that.
Fun fact, Sean.
And there's some fun ones, and then there's some not fun ones.
If it
take
only
what you get.
hemorrhaged a little, then you're alive, but just dealing with a severe brain hemorrhage.
Too much hemorrhage is dead. It's no good for you. Today I learned this guy, well, this character right here. All right?
Oh, Goofy.
Goofy is correct.
Yes.
Today I learned Goofy was originally called Dippy Dog, which is a stupid name.
Dippy
D-A-W-G.
Dog. I like Dippy Dog.
Dippy Dog could be a rapper nowadays, though. I could see that. This was way back when they were coming up with Goofy, and for 2 different movies, they called him Dippy Dog. And here we go. Today I learned this lady.
Madonna.
Madonna is correct. Moses, none. You got none for God's sake.
Give him my points.
Today I learned when Madonna's first single was released, the record label promoted her as a black artist, down to making the cover a collage of downtown New York featuring black people rather than a picture of her. This ended when she convinced the label to let her shoot a music video, and they no longer pretended Madonna was black after that. Weird marketing move, folks. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Get weird with us. Hang out on the stream with us tomorrow. It's going to be fun. Coming up next, Rover and the Jim Colbert Show. It's all on the way, and it's all right here on Real Radio.